Florida Blue, we're constantly solving to make healthcare more affordable and easier to access, offering plans that fit your needs. Opening Florida Blue Sanitas Medical Centers that connect you to wellness exams and sick visits with low to no copays, and working with hospitals and doctors to lower your costs. See more at floridablu.com/followtheblue. Florida Blue, your health solutions partner. Policies offered by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc., DBA Florida Blue, have limitations and exclusions. Medical care is provided by Sanitas, an independent healthcare company.
All right, Tampa, let's talk about your AC for a second. Be honest. Is it keeping up with this Florida heat? If your system's older, noisy, running constantly, or just can't keep up, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing has your solution. Their warehouse clearance sale is happening this September only, and you could save up to $3,500 instantly on select Carrier full system replacements. No gimmicks, no rebate forms, just instant savings on a brand new energy efficient system. And with the same day installation, you could be relaxing in a cooler, more comfortable home tonight. We've even got 0% APR financing for qualified buyers, but don't wait. This is an inventory driven sale. And once these discounted systems are gone, they're gone. So call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing today or visit them online at superheatandair.com. There is no reason to be sitting in your home this summer or in Florida while your AC is not kicking out ice cold air. Now is a great opportunity for you to upgrade or get a new unit. All you need to do is go to superheatandair.com and lock in your savings before September 30th. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Marksbane Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and therefore no stress. Hey, it's JP, and selling your home is by far one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. So who you work with absolutely matters. My friends at Marksbane Real Estate are the most experienced real estate team in the U.S., and you can trust them to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed cash offer would be. There is no obligation. Go to Marksbane.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Behold the Colonel's giant KFC chicken sandwich, a towering, extra crispy monument to flavor. Such a huge amount of juicy, hand-breaded KFC chicken at a pretty tiny $3.99 price. For the Colonel's KFC chicken sandwich. I mean, $3.99 isn't even worthy of the same epic soundtrack as the KFC chicken sandwich for only $3.99. The Colonel lived so we could chicken.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Jar and Lavine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Ice cream! Ice cream! The ice cream man is coming! The ice cream man is coming!
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Dedicate one to the lady. Now, sometimes a babe needs something to keep you cool. Now summertime, say, babe, need something to keep you cool. Better look out now, though. Daytime something for you. Tell you what it is. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. Yeah, how your eyes remain. Stop me when I'm passing by. See now all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Hold on a second. I got to put my banana in Dixie cups.
What?
All flavors and push-ups too. While your eyes remain, baby. Stop me when I'm passing by.
Good afternoon and welcome to Drew Garabo Live. He's Maurice.
Hey.
I'm Drew. Hi. And we are here to entertain you and keep you listening to this radio station, including the commercials, until at least 6:50. But no need to turn off the radio then. If you missed this morning's Mike Calta show, boom, it replays as soon as we're done.
All right, boys.
There is breaking news that we'll get to in just a moment. It may or may not affect you. I don't necessarily think it should affect you, but
it's shocking, Drew.
It is, I would say, more startling than shocking. But you can watch the show via YouTube. That's right. Watch radio happen before your eyes at the YouTube channel for 102.5 The Bone. Just look up Drew Garabo show, not live, but show, and participate. Like John Senning says, it's like a choose your own adventure. You want to go in there to start some stuff, you can start some stuff. You want to go in there to contribute to the fire that is already burning, you can certainly do that. Or better yet, like 90% of the people in there, just hang out, chat with your fellow denizens of culture. If you'd like to join us by phone, you have something on your mind, a burning question, feedback to one of the topics we may bring up for conversation. Hey, we dig that a lot. It's 800-771-1025. Social media works as well. On the IG, he's cat named Mo. I'm Drew Garabo. Let's get it on. Jimmy Kimmel will return tomorrow to ABC after the host was canned, allegedly, over his Charlie Kirk comments. I did not see this happening at all, let alone so soon.
He's returning to pick up his final paycheck before he says goodbye and get all of his stuff out of the office?
No, he is returning to do the program, Maurice.
Oh!
After driving around town and being spotted by paparazzi while looking dour while headed to the
unemployment office.
No, the dude's a millionaire. They don't go to the unemployment office. Oh. By the way, have you ever collected unemployment?
Oh, yes, during... Oh, what was it? It wasn't the pandemic. It would have been. It was. Didn't we go? It was during the Obama administration.
Hell, of course it was. They were just handing out unemployment checks then.
Can't believe you took that shot, Drew. I mean, how you gonna treat a brother like that?
You lob a ball up to the rim, Mo. It is incumbent upon me to grab said alley-oop and throw it down.
Yeah. I forget why, but I think the whole country was in dire straits. And yes, I had got let go, and for a couple of months, that turned into a year.
Yeah, I know. I did too. When O-Rock flipped formats and canned everybody, and I got my severance check, and I didn't have another gig lined up, I was like, well, I got to get money coming into my family while I apply for jobs. Let's go ahead and apply for unemployment. It was a big pain in the ass.
It was a big pain in the ass, but also because I was I'm sure like you, we were probably at the top tier of pay. It was a big paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
And it was that year and a half, almost to 2 years, that I said I got up every day and wrote my book. I said, I'm going to do something. I'm going to work.
I wish I had done that. I was busy. I was looking for jobs. I was.
They're writing the books of jobs, Drew.
No. If I could do it over again, I certainly would have focused my efforts on writing a book rather than looking for some meaningless office job. Don't get me wrong. But I was out there looking for gigs and interviewing and realizing I hate the employment world.
Yeah.
That's why when I'm driving in the morning now, I don't experience road rage because I'm going someplace cool. And I try to have as much sympathy and empathy for people as possible. This morning was a rare morning where I have to somewhat tackle road rage, morning rush hour traffic. I left my place at 9 a.m. to go to the south end of St. Pete at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital at 10 a.m. So that's the closest as I'm going to get to morning rush hour. And I'm just looking at all these people driving all mad, driving all fast, weaving in and out of traffic. I'm going, man, these poor people, they got to go get up early for a job they do not love. Life is way too short, friends. Do something about that.
Right.
Now let's talk about Kimmel. What happened between him and the ABC bosses in the last week since his ill-timed comments about the Charlie Kirk situation that caused A, the Walt Disney Company not to fire him, and B, Jimmy not to say, take one of these with you if you're going to try to take me off the air for the words that I say? I wonder what went down.
Well, it's the wise man that gets let go that says, I will not go scorched earth for about a week and a half.
Correct.
Because you never, ever know. And once you go scorched earth, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that in real time. But perhaps, I don't know. That's all I got.
I know. We can all sit here. To quote the great Maurice, perhaps I don't know. No, it we'll never know really what happened. I'm anxious to see what he says when he comes back to. I mean, look, I'm not going to watch Jimmy Kimmel. I never watched Jimmy Kimmel, and nobody ever did. My opinion, one of the only funny things I've ever seen on Jimmy Kimmel's show was when his ex-girlfriend Sarah Silverman came out and did the I'm effing Matt Damon song.
Yeah, yes.
That was funny, and that was about it. And that was a joke on Jimmy, which he probably helped contribute to.
I never watched it. I did think it was fun. I would see clips here and there, and I would laugh at them, much like I would laugh at clips here and there of Fallon, who I find completely unfunny. But, you do an hour, of a show, you're going to have some funny moments.
Sure. Yeah. If you've got a team of writers assembling a monologue for you, skits for you, interviews for you, eventually a blind squirrel is going to catch those acorns.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and you just hit on it. When you see Jimmy Kimmel and you say, oh, man, that dude's funny, what you're actually saying is, man, those writers are funny.
Exactly.
But he does know how to deliver a joke.
Right.
He can do that.
He is way better at doing that than Jimmy Fallon is.
Yes, much more so. I'm more interested in seeing everybody on X that were tap dancing on his grave. I'm waiting to. I'm going to go on in a minute and see them try and make sense of this topsy-turvy world.
It is a crazy world in which we live, but the Walt Disney World Company said they've issued a statement. The Walt Disney Company issued the following statement today regarding Jimmy Kimmel Live. Last Wednesday, we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. That part is true. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday. I sincerely hope, and John Senning and I were talking about this with Dizzy during the joints about 30 minutes ago. I sincerely hope they said, we get it, dude. You hate Republicans. You've got an hour on our airwaves, and we would like for you to get all eyes and ears. Doesn't matter if they're Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever. We would like for you to get them all watching your product. If you could just either stop only bashing Republicans or maybe mix in a Democrat jab, because look, the Democrats are ripe for jabs. They are, in fact, one could argue, as easily mockable as the Republicans. Get off your bully pulpit, make the show entertaining, and we can keep doing this. But when you allow your insanely partisan points of view to mock a father and husband who got shot and killed because of his free speech, you're not doing right by those masters that own you and sign your paychecks. 800-771-1025 is the number. We have a ton to get to today. Phone calls already coming in. Big Bucks win yesterday where Maurice and Patrick Smith announced their relationship to the world by wearing gay matching whose idea was that a prerequisite of you go, what is going on?
Understand something, Drew. Did you see what was going on there? He had the number 10 and I had the number.
Yeah, no, I get it, Mo. I get it. It's gay. I totally get it. Believe me. But on the day when the Tampa Pride Parade canceled, we had our own damn Tampa United Colors of Benetton Pride Parade at Raymond James Stadium. What the hell, dude?
This is what I'll tell you. Let me be an open book here, Drew. By the way, writing a book is a job. Patrick Smith, my buddy, my boy, says, hey, I got this opportunity. I got a couple of tickets. Would you be interested in going and hanging out in a suite?
Sure.
I was told it was a suite for the Bucks game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not sure. And then he said, if you don't go, I'm going to take Johnny B. And then I said, I'll go. And that's true.
He didn't really say that.
Absolutely.
Oh.
But I knew there would be another opportunity for him to go. But that was the impetus. So absolutely, I'll go.
So you didn't go so much because you thought you'd have a good time. You did to prevent Johnny B., a big Bucks fan, by the way. Lifetime Bucks fan.
I don't even like sports.
I know. Who are you telling?
But I like free stuff. So I had no idea the depth of what was going to incur. But after he said it and I accepted, he goes, hey, man, wouldn't it be great if we wore these matching jerseys, And he said, yeah, can you grab them? And then I looked at it and I was about 400 in the hole. Because how am I going to go? He said, now I have no idea what the ticket price was or if he had to pay for them, whatever.
Yeah.
But I know that he's bringing me and it's going to be in the suite.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I can cover 4 bills for jerseys, a jersey that I'm never going to wear ever again.
Wait, so you paid for that jersey?
Of course. Understand something, Drew. You can't be the king of the grifters if you don't know when to open your wallet here and there.
I'm sorry. I'm having a real hard time with this. Hold on one second. So
I bought the jerseys.
Both of them.
Both of them.
The matching Smith
yes,
Mo
yes,
1025.
Yes. Well, I mean, you say matching like it's gay, but that's not the case. Drew.
I would submit to anyone if they look. I believe it's on the Bone Facebook. In fact, I'm just gonna put it on the Drew Garabo Live Facebook. You know, I celebrate diversity and tolerance.
I don't know that you do, Drew, because it doesn't sound like you do.
I would like to know, gay or not gay, when people look at those jerseys.
Have you ever worn a matching shirt with your girl?
With my girl? Yeah, we have sex with each other, Mo. You just made my point. We tongue kiss each other. I bang her on the couch.
Hold on. When you were hanging with your boys back in the day.
No.
You guys
a
never
matching jersey with my bros?
Take jersey out of the equation. You guys never wore matching band shirts or nothing like that?
Wearing the same band shirt ain't the same thing as wearing these cute little I'm 10. I'm 25. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? We're 1025.
I mentioned I had free steak and lobster and pizza and chicken.
Yeah, listen, gay for pay, bro. I get it. If you're in prison, you're gay for the stay. If you're in gay porn, you're gay for pay.
Listen again. I thought it was a nice gesture.
Sure.
I thought it was 1025. We were doing it for the culture.
The gay culture. 800-771-1025. I'm sharing the post right now on the Drew Garabo Live Facebook page.
There's no need to. People saw the photos.
I can't say gay or not gay because those who don't know me are going to see it and they're going to think I'm a homophobe or something.
Hey, guys can't dress alike. I mean, are we living in that world where everybody's that sensitive? Because I don't want to live in
wearing matching jerseys.
His had a different name on the back as did mine.
Yeah,
sir. They were completely matching.
It's like girls, mind you, when we were in elementary school, wore like a half of a heart. One said beef fry, and the other one said Saint Ends because it was best friends when you put them together.
This
is the jersey equivalent.
No, that's gay.
Thank you. Hello there. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
If we're talking gay, let's make it a three-way. It is Crosscheck.
Crosscheck, the sports expert of Drew Garabo Live after a few-year hiatus checking in. How about that Bucks game?
Well, how about those Bucks games? Like, what can I say? Like, I'm a fan for these close games, but at the same time, my heart's going to give out one day because of these games.
It's been a little stressful at the end of these games, but you got to know when you see Baker Mayfield with the ball in his hand, 2 minutes or less left, you know he's going to come back and win that game.
Yeah, that's true. If that's going to happen, Baker's opening up his shop for delicious treats, and he's going to bake us up a good win again.
He certainly is, man. What have you been up to, Crosscheck? It's good to hear from you. You got a job? What's going on?
Still on the unemployment line, but I am actually trying to get a way into getting into radio now too.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I hope you can find a good gig. You're a good dude, and I appreciate you calling in. So great to hear from you.
Thanks. This has been Crosscheck, and, well, I wonder who bent the knee here, ABC or Jimmy?
That's a great question, Crosscheck. Who did bend the knee?
Well, Jimmy has not apologized for anything.
Not yet.
Yeah, right.
I guarantee you that during his opening monologue tomorrow night, there will be an apology.
I
guarantee it.
Probably not wrong.
Is that from Sharon? Yeah. Damn it. She just texted me and said she had a package, and she didn't? What a mensch. Oh, my God.
Oh, good.
It is the Jewish New Year. Thank you, Diz.
Happy Rosh Hashanah.
Thank you very much. It is the Jewish New Year for us chosen people. And our good friend, oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
Our good friend Sharon.
There's a lot of
over
Jew
at
in that
Joel's
bag right
has dropped
there.
off a bag of Jewish stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. She's amazing. Joel's is, of course, oh, look at that. Here, take this. Holla at your homeboy.
You know who will love this? My Jewish boys.
There you go. Give that to your Jewish boys and make them a little challah French toast for the Jewish New Year.
I'm part of the tribe. I got connection to the tribe. Come on.
Better do it tonight, though, because I read that the rapture is coming. It is they were wondering on TikTok if the rapture includes your pets, if your pets get to go to heaven. And I watch an animated documentary called All Dogs Go to Heaven, and I learned from it that all dogs go to heaven. So don't worry, people. Your pets are safe in the rapture. 800-771-1025. The Hard Rock app will probably not have over-under on Jimmy Kimmel's apology tomorrow night. I think it will be the first thing out of his mouth. He'll make some cheesy joke about, like, heard anything, remember when Pee Wee Herman came out at the MTV Video Music Awards?
Right.
And it was his first appearance after the controversy, and he goes, heard any good jokes lately? That was funny.
Yes.
Jimmy's going to do something that is going to be smarmy and not funny, but he will make a reference to getting fired.
Okay, you're saying reference.
Yeah.
Do you think there will be an apology of sorts in there? Because
yes.
Okay, I'm going to take the under and say he does not say anything. No, you're right. You have to. You kind of have to say, I did give out misinformation.
Right.
You have to kind of say that.
Because we all respond to the political assassination, call it whatever you want, of Charlie Kirk in different ways. We are a radio show and we are a radio station that we're trusted to deliver news and commentary in a way that's not going to get us fired and get our radio station taken off the air. In fact, one could argue they show us a little too much trust because they never, ever, ever, rarely do they come along and say, hey, watch how you speak about this. They trust us to do the right thing, which is great.
Right.
I would never have said anything like Jimmy Kimmel said. We hit some lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and with everything they can do to score political points from it. The timing was horrible. The sentiment, terrible. And he deserved some punishment for it. I don't know that should have been enough to fire him per se. I don't know that should have been actionable by the Federal Communications Commission, but I think most people, especially those of us in the industry, would agree that was horribly ill-timed and there should have been some repercussions for that. Just a bad way to go.
Yeah.
And that's the risk that you take when you're so balls deep in the left-leaning agenda. You're going to say something stupid, insensitive, and in this case, inaccurate like that. And he paid the price. So I think one of the conditions for him to come back is going to be that he gives an apology within the first couple of minutes of his opening monologue.
Now, let me throw something out at you, Drew, because I don't know that he was inaccurate. I think the timing was bad. His point was that when it came out initially, and it still holds true, that the kid was raised by Trump supporters, Republicans, that they were now trying to distance themselves from that reality. It was not in fact. It was not unfactual.
Right.
That was happening.
Right.
It just probably didn't need to be stated. Need to be said. It probably was not. As far as what he's doing as an entertainer, now you're giving commentary.
Right.
You're doing something a newscaster might do. But I don't necessarily know. I mean, you apologize for the timing of it. I don't know that I necessarily, and I heard what he said a couple of times. I don't know that he necessarily said something that was not true. I would say.
800-771-1025. You can say something that, like we learned this in COVID, you can say something that is accurate, but if the timing is off, you can still get in a lot of trouble.
100%.
And to not even wait until they had the memorial service to, people are still rocked over that. And Jimmy Kimmel might not care about the feelings of anyone who would call themselves a Republican or a conservative, but as a human being, I think when someone is suffering from a tragedy, when someone has one of their icons taken from them,
right,
even if you despise that person and all they stood for, if you're a compassionate, empathetic human being, you kind of shut up a little bit while they're mourning.
Unfortunately, comedians suffer from a rush to want to be the first person to get it out and the joke and tie something to it to where you end up with the joke.
Yeah, and honestly, there are very few funny observations that one could have made in the wake of Charlie Kirk getting killed that would have landed well. 800-771-1025. Kevin Lawton, my good buddy from high school, reminded me, I did say that I'd never be a same-side sitter at one time, and now I'm a same-side sitter. I have changed my opinion on that. I was going to get to you, sir or ma'am. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you today?
Hey, I just wanted to say, I love you guys' show. I kind of disagree with Mo on this one, man. The way that Jimmy Kimmel said that, he was implying that kid was a Trump supporter, or part of MAGA, and it was almost like, just because your parents are Republican or conservative or whatever. It was almost implied, well, because they're conservative, he automatically is. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That I can see that implication was there. You're not wrong.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't feel great about arguing like what he said because I don't even want to have a discussion about that part of it. To me, it's more about timing than it is free speech. And what you expect from your late night entertainment programs. That's something that you would hear on a political show that you wouldn't think twice about probably, but because Kimmel is tasked with entertaining, there might be a different standard for what he can say and what he should say,
I did actually hear that there was a different standard for, and you guys probably know about this more being in radio, but there is actually a different standard for a cable news network versus 100%. a broadcast. And I think that's actually what caused a lot of this. If you're a broadcast TV station, you're held to a higher standard as far as putting out factual information, whether it be as opposed to, Fox News or CNN, where you could just say whatever you want because it's, people pay to see you. It's not just broadcast to everybody,
Yeah, that's exactly it. And we do know about that part of it. Thank you, my man. I appreciate the call. The FCC can get involved because it is their airwaves, public airwaves.
And you're right about that. Unfortunately, Brendan Carr, who is now the head of the FCC, has a tweet that said, to the government censored speech it doesn't like, of course not. The FCC does not have a roving mandate to police speech in the name of the public interest. When that's coming from the guy that did what he did, okay, now we've got a conflict of interest here.
You may be right. 800-771-1025. If you go to the Drew Garabo Live page, you'll see people weighing in on the Patrick Smith.
That's all. That's done.
Photograph.
Nobody's really interested in it.
Oh, no.
We're talking about Jimmy Kimmel.
I would say the number one morning man in Tampa Bay, possibly in Tampa Bay radio history, Mr. Mike Calta has weighed in.
Of course he
Let's
did.
see what he thinks.
Well, you say he weighed in. That sounds like a fat joke,
It's
Drew.
not. He checked in with his opinion. God damn it,
you
Mo.
said first.
Bastard. And rather than using words, he merely put up the image of a rainbow. Roy G. Biv. Looks like gay to me.
I'm feeling a lot of anti-diversity here in this station.
800-771-1025. Well, DEI is illegal. So, hello, who are you?
Hello, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for making it. What's your name?
My name is Matt here in Tampa.
Hi, Matt here in Tampa. What's up?
I'm not trying to stoke a fire.
You
I
are.
just want to understand something.
When someone says I'm not trying to do something, that's the brain going.
They're rolling the Zippo with their thumb.
Yeah, like you are stoking you're banging two rocks together, one of them flint, trying to ignite something. It's okay if you are. Like we're talk radio, bro. It's inflammatory by nature. You don't have to be like, well, I'm not trying to start a controversy, but come on, man.
I do want to ask help in understanding something.
Here we go.
The whole Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he said some stuff. I believe he should give a heartfelt apology on his show.
Okay.
I really do.
But
the thing I don't understand is Trump himself went on social media within 24 hours of the Charlie Kirk assassination saying it was the radical left. And I just think it's quite a double standard in that regard for who gets the finger pointed at him and who basically gets canceled, so to speak.
My good man, you sound like a reasonably intelligent human being with an IQ at least in triple digits. You certainly understand the autonomy of the president of the United States versus a paid monkey who shills for Walt Disney World via ABC, right? One has corporate bosses. The other one answers to no one. There's your answer.
Okay, but what kind of example does it set when the commander-in-chief acts
my
like
man,
that?
are you looking for Donald Trump to set an example by his words? No matter how you feel about the man, even his staunchest supporters would tell you the man is not trying to lead by example.
Okay, you got a great point there. I agree.
Thank you. 800-771-1025 is the number. Drew Garabo Live, how can I help you?
Yeah, hey, Mo, just in case you didn't get counted reference means you're gay.
Geez, thanks. Duh. Me stupid. See what you're bringing out.
You blame Mike, not me. 800-771-1025 is the number. We've got the $1,000 Bone Big Cash giveaway at 5 o'clock. But when we come back, I do want to mention the Tampa Pride situation because I think it's a little bit more nuanced than meets the eye. And I also want to talk about an incredible toy drive experience I had on Saturday, thanks to the generosity and compassion of a community. Go ahead real quick.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Kevin from Tampa.
Hi, Kevin from Tampa. Sup?
I just wanted to add to the last caller with the Jimmy Kimmel stuff. You guys haven't mentioned the real reason why.
Ooh, this guy knows the real reason, Mo. Oh, my God.
Let's listen.
We got us a bona fide insider here. All right.
Is the whole reason why is how Trump reacted to when he was asked how he's grieving Kirk's death.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Marksbane Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at marksbane.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Town and Country, an accident southbound along the Veterans Expressway at Hillsborough Avenue has had that exit 4 off-ramp closed. There's a wreck in Temple Terrace northbound along 56th Street. It's between Sly and Puritan Road. Across the bay in St. Pete, an accident along southbound I-275 approaching the 38th Avenue North exit has had the right lane blocked. Expect delays there. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Looking to upgrade your yard? Fence Outlet specializes in stunning new fence installations at competitive prices. Don't just fence in your yard, transform it. Quality fences that add style, privacy, and an upgrade to every home. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Drew Garabo here with everybody's favorite subject, moving. Isn't it fun and awesome? It doesn't have to be a pain in the butt if you go with Good Greek Moving and Storage, your full-service relocation company. Way more than just a moving company. They offer full packing and unpacking, supplies if you want to do it yourself, debris and junk removal, and so much more, even auto transport for shipping cars. Get yourself a free moving quote at goodgreek.com. That's goodgreek.com for Good Greek Moving and Storage.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Game-changing deals are always in season at Jar and Lavine Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Great American Tailgate events. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments or hidden fees. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year. Plus, get up to 20 grand off new Ram 1500s. Hurry in today during the drive-in to fall event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
A year ago, we were hit with 2 major hurricanes within weeks of each other. Those storms took us totally by surprise. The memory may have started to fade, but many are still recovering from the damage. Are you prepared if we get hit again this year? Do me a favor, call WeatherTight Windows this week and get a quote on hurricane-resistant windows. Prepare in advance, just in case. Don't be caught off guard this year. Call WeatherTight Mike.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
The Golden Diamond Source is working hard every day to be your family's jewelers. Right now, a $5,000 engagement ring with 0% interest can be yours for just $83 a month, a small investment to make for a lot of happiness. Don't let those holidays sneak up on you this year. Now is the time to get ahead with the Golden Diamond Source's in-store layaway. And if you have a bunch of old jewelry lying around, trade it in for cash. The Golden Diamond Source is offering the highest ever trade-in values for your gold and diamond jewelry. Now's a perfect time to get your holiday shopping started. Get into the Golden Diamond Source now. Relax, shop, and save at the Golden Diamond Source. You'll find them at 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater, where you'll always find the perfect gift only at the Gold and Diamond Source. Always open at goldanddiamond.com. But stop on by 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater for the Gold and Diamond Source.
Went to the doctor to get checked out. He said, everything's really good. Do want to let you know, though, you are pre-diabetic. And I was like, who isn't, right?
From King of Queens and his comedy specials, Kevin James brings his new tour, Eat the Frog, to Ruth Eckerd Hall Friday, January 16th.
Do you have diabetes? He goes, no. But I go, could you get diabetes? He said, I guess so. I go, let me tell you something. You're pre-diabetic.
Don't miss comedian Kevin James live. On sale now at rutheckerdhall.com.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool will help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/facts or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Our office computers were from like 2012.
What? They had computers then?
Yeah, I don't know much about new tech.
Apparently.
So I went to Staples and saved big on an AI-powered HP laptop and HP OfficeJet Pro printer, which also came with 3 months of free instant ink.
And we're back in this century. During Staples HP Tech Event, save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Into 11/1 select models only.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra returns this winter with the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more. A dazzling spectacle packed with pyrotechnics, lasers, and the incredible storytelling synonymous with TSO. $1 from each ticket sold benefits the Calta Family Foundation. Win tickets at theboneonline.com or the Bone app.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Skies will average out partly cloudy tonight. We'll see lows in the mid-70s. On Tuesday, mix of sun and clouds. Any showers and thunder showers that pop up during the day will favor southern areas, and high temperatures locked in the low 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Jar and Lavine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Live. He's Maurice. I'm Drew. Got tons of stuff to give away, and we will do so at 5:30 this afternoon. That follows 5 o'clock when you've got a chance to get $1,000 for doing nothing more than entering a keyword into your 1025 The Bone app. Join us in conversation, 800-771-1025. We could talk about Jimmy Kimmel coming back tomorrow night. Will there be an apology? Will there not be an apology? In moments, we'll talk about the Widow Kirk's comments at the memorial service. I thought they were beautiful and poignant. How you react to them is entirely up to you. I'd like to get your take on that. But I just wanted to spend a quick sec to say thank you. Not just to the people who showed up in beautiful Brooksville, Florida on Saturday, but thank you for listening to the show, because you listening to this program allows me to use this platform to foster some good in the community. That's my reason for being here. I've searched for a meaning for life for a long time, and I'm still not quite certain what the purpose for all of us is, but I can only figure out my own purpose, and that is to use this platform to hopefully give you a smile at the end of your day, get you through those difficult post-lunch hours in the office or out in the field or wherever you work, but more so calling attention to causes that need a little bit of amplification and support. And through the Apple a Day program, I was so fortunate to meet some incredible families, kids from the age of 2 up to 17 undergoing treatment at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital or St. Joseph's Hospital for cancer. They were getting chemotherapy, and we would go visit them while they were undergoing chemo or right before or right after and give them the gift of distraction and comfort and hope and joy in the form of an iPad. And we'd spend some time with the kids, give them a gift bag, give them, the Tampa Bay Lightning was really good about giving us some, Lightning branded stuff, iPad cases and whatnot. And we got to know some of the families, had some amazing success stories. Shout out to Addie and her family's one of the first kids I gave an iPad to when she was about 4 or 5 years old, bald head from chemo. She's now 13 years old, 12 years old, 11 years old. I don't even know how many years it's been. And she's got beautiful blonde flowing hair. She's strong and healthy. You get those beautiful moments. And unfortunately, what comes along with that is some grief and sadness. And when my friend Megan and I, fellow volunteer, we gave a young lady by the name of Baylor an iPad about 6-7 years ago, and met her. We knew at the time that her prognosis was unfavorable, to say the very least. And in this month of Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, I truly, truly hope that the miracle workers in modern medicine can figure out a way to keep kids from getting cancer and to cure kids of it. But unfortunately, where we are right now, kids still get cancer, and it sucks. And we spent some time with Baylor and her mom and dad, Carly and Donnie, and we got to know them for a little bit. Gave her an iPad, and when she passed, it was beyond sad for all of us. It's just, I hate seeing that. I hate the effect it has on the family. And I have so much respect, admiration, and gratitude for families who, in that moment, instead of retreating into darkness, which would be totally understandable. I mean, what's worse than that? Instead of going towards the darkness, they look for the light. And that's what the Nichols family did. Both Donnie and Carly and Donnie's sister, Lindsay, used that. Before she even passed, they did Baylor's toy drive. Because when Baylor was in the hospital, this beautiful little girl, and she was walking the hallways after being given her iPad, she said she wanted all of the kids at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital to have toys like she got. And that's an amazing spirit and an incredible compassion and awareness from a little girl. So they started doing Baylor's toy drive then. This was the 7th one we had on Saturday. And after Baylor passed, Baylor's toy drive continued. And so this past Saturday at Marker 48 in Brooksville, we gathered and Achieva Credit Union and David and Jessica and Jade, the new branch manager, whose mom listens to the show. Hey, Jade's mom. New branch manager out there in Spring Hill. They came by. David gave us a check for $5,000 to support our Bay It Forward initiative. A lot of you came out there. I got to meet so many awesome people, some listeners, some not. The Brennan family came out. When I say family, I mean not just John and his beautiful wife, Megan, but his beautiful brother, Kevin, and his beautiful wife, Jess. So great seeing them. Sarah brought her daughter. And with Tom Denimore, who used to work here, Tommy Pants came by. Simone was there. It was just it was a beautiful, beautiful day of fundraising and, more importantly, showing the Nichols family the kind of impact that Baylor had while she was here. So we took the toys, we put them in a big old Hernando fire and rescue trailer. And this morning, I had the honor of meeting the Nichols family at the hospital. And we unloaded all of the toys from the back of the rescue vehicle and put them into bins. We had excellent help from Roy and Dara and everybody at Johns Hopkins All Children's who was ready for us. They're going to give those toys to all those kids in that hospital so that while those kids are there, they know that someone's thinking about her and them. And, I'm only able to do that because I do this right here. And so by just listening to this show, by keeping me employed, you allow me to do stuff like that. And that means the world to me. This is my mission. I got done and got back to civilization because I'll tell you, Brooksville, that's, man, if our studios were not in St. Pete, it would be so cool to live out in the Brooksville, Spring Hill area because it's beautiful out there, and Cabot Golf Course is out there. But, man, it's just so far from, it's far from my house. Take me 47 minutes to get home to my house. St. Pete's another 30 minutes beyond that. So I don't know who commutes from Brooksville to St. Pete every day, but that ain't me.
Beautiful country, though, like you said. Yeah,
it is. And just the drive, I like listening to podcasts when I drive or spoken word. And we're going to talk to a dude on the show probably next week. He's my old program director from Real Radio. He's the guy who heard my stupid voice on college radio and heard something in there and offered me a paying job at Real Radio. He's written a book, and he narrates the audio book of it about an insane family situation where after his mom died, he found her artifacts and found out who his real father. He never knew who his father was, and he found out who his father was, and he knew the dude his whole life, but didn't know that was his dad.
Yikes.
It's insane, and I'm listening to that, just captivated by it on the whole ride out there and then the whole ride home. But when I got home, man, I will tell you, I just felt so incredibly grateful to be able to do this and to try to provide comfort for a family like that. So it was a very meaningful morning out there at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. And thanks again to Roy for helping make that happen, and Lindsay and Donnie and everybody who came out. It was a real special day. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Now back to the show. 800-771-1025. They're making a big deal about the lack of a Tampa Pride parade this year. And they're making it sound like it has to do with Governor DeSantis and the DEI initiatives and the backlash against the perceived backlash against the LGBTQ plus community. But when I read the Creative Loafing article about it, which would be the one that you would think would be uber woke, they actually pointed out something interesting. Tampa Pride as an organization was already on shaky ground. It's not the first time, according to this article, Pride has shut down events and blamed DeSantis. Shortly after the president's husband was ousted from leadership in 2022 over comments about the trans community, the nonprofit announced the cancellation of Pride on the River. West told media outlets that DeSantis' anti-drag laws were to blame, but former board members said there was simply no manpower to pull off an event. They're losing funding, to be certain. They're not getting the donations that they were getting. But get this. The president of Tampa Pride, out of a reported $450,000 budget, president was paid $115,000.
Ooh.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money to be making if you're looking to donate as much money as possible to the LGBTQ plus community. So this might not be everything that you think it is. As a supporter of the LGBTQ plus community, I'm not surprised by this. I'm not shocked by it. And I don't even know how to feel about it. They did dump the president, but you still got Pride over in St. Pete. And to be honest with you, I feel like St. Pete Pride has always kind of done it, I don't want to say better than Tampa, but better than Tampa. I feel like the environment is richer in St. Pete to host Pride. I feel like you'll get people from Tampa, Sarasota, Fort Myers, Lakeland, Orlando, all around. And I don't know that Tampa necessarily did the Pride Parade. They're certainly not going to have it this year, and I'd be very, very surprised to see it come back. 800-771-1025. Now, let's take a moment. When we come back, we are going to have your opportunity at $1,000, and we will discuss the Widow Kirk's comments about the power of forgiveness.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone
Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 1025 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. The Bone bonus is back. Sponsored by #1 rated New South Windows. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Town and Country, an accident southbound along the Veterans Expressway at Hillsborough Avenue has had that exit 4 off-ramp closed. There's a wreck in Temple Terrace northbound along 56th Street. It's between Sly and Puritan Road. Across the bay in St. Pete, an accident along southbound I-275 approaching the 38th Avenue North exit has had the right lane blocked. Expect delays there. This is Jim with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah's ready to cook. Tampa.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen. Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Tampa Bay, your #1 Chevy dealer is charging ahead at Furman Chevrolet Brandon. The future is electric with the 2025 Blazer EV, Equinox EV, and Silverado EV. But hurry, the $7,500 federal EV tax credit ends September 30th. And right now, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR financing when you finance with GM Financial. Chevy drives America, and Furman Chevy Brandon drives Tampa Bay. Come see us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or shop online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice.
Oh, it's good to be back.
What about me? Snoop Dogg, I'm back too. Reba McEntire is back on The Voice, and so is Snoop Dogg, but mostly Reba.
Now wait, also not to mention the reigning champion, Michael Bublé.
Or Niall Horan. I think she paid that guy. Reba McEntire totally paid me, and she's back on The Voice.
That's real smart. Mama didn't raise no fool.
The Voice is back with Reba McEntire, Snoop Dogg, Michael Bublé, and Niall Horan, premiering tonight on NBC.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors. Trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality, factory direct hurricane impact windows, with most installs done in under 8 weeks. And now the giveaway is bigger than ever. Win $25,000 in new windows absolutely free. Just text TRUST to 20129. Are you already entered? Then you're automatically eligible to win $25,000 in new windows. Don't wait. Text TRUST to 20129.
Take advantage of Labor Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. The 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our #1 priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
Get ready for an epic engagement event at International Diamond Center this Friday through Sunday. IDC's flying in the entire collections, all the newest styles from both Tacori and Verragio. Hundreds of new rings to choose from. Tacori and Verragio, the world's 2 premier ring designers, together on the IDC stage with special incentives or 0 interest financing through 2028. See Tacori's latest, handcrafted by true California artisans with exquisite detail. And from New York, see the newest creations from Verragio, unique, distinctive, and personalized. Buy any Takori or Viraggio ring at this event and get a $500 IDC gift card. Buy the engagement ring with a matching wedding band and get a $1,000 gift card. Also, check out new fine jewelry from these renowned designers. Let the experts at IDC help you find both the perfect ring and the most dazzling diamond during this incredible 3-day event. Get the guaranteed best price, up to $1,500 in savings, or interest-free financing till 2028. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only, and only at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota on approved credit.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Kia. Drive a new 2025 Kia K4, just $219 per month. Or a new 2025 Kia Sportage with special low 0% APR. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Kia now and save today. Online at crownkia.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/free. openphone.com/FREE.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Sometimes I lay under the moon.
Shana Tova to my fellow Hebrew brethren.
And I pray, don't take me soon.
Especially you, Mom. Hope Hope you're watching.
Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds,
One of the coolest Jews on the planet, Matisyahu.
turn around because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more.
May you be inscribed for a good year. Shana Tova.
Maybe his best song, Drubert.
I agree. We're in crazy times, and if faith can help you get through it, awesome. You need something. 800-771-1025. Before we go any further, let me try to make your pockets $1,000 richer by giving you the keyword you can enter into the Bone app right now.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by #1 rated New South Windows. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
hot. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter hot before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. To use it in a sentence, the Florida Supreme Court has ruled that it is a clean shoot if someone approaches you and says, hot enough for you? Hot. All right, so let's talk about the memorial service over the weekend for Charlie Kirk, specifically the comments left by the widow Kirk. I just like the way the widow blank sounds. They used to do it back in the gunslinging days. Yeah. So, it's not a political thing or anything. I just like the way it sounds to say the widow Kirk. I started it back when Steve Irwin's stingray, his cute little pet stingray, jabbed him right in the sternum and it killed him. Mm-hmm. And the widow Irwin, as I started calling her, withheld the death tape from the American public. I had a problem with that at the time because I thought we needed to see it. I've since realized we don't need to see it. I think we should remember Steve as he lived, rather than as he died.
Who wants to see that?
Well, I still want to see it. But the widow Kirk remembered her husband's legacy and revealed her thoughts about his, it says alleged assassin, so I'll say it too, alleged assassin. That's on Fox News. She said, Ms. Erica Kirk, that Charlie Kirk wanted to save young men just like the one who took his life. She then quoted scripture or Jesus or whatever and said, our Savior said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I think that kid knew what he did.
Yeah, sure he did.
That young man, I forgive him. I forgive him because it was what Christ did and what Charlie would do. I think that's beautiful. I think that no matter what you think about Jesus, no matter what you think about anything, the power of forgiveness is the most powerful thing that you can experience as a human being. When someone wrongs you, when someone intentionally or unintentionally hurts you, harms you, besmirches your good name, the best thing you can do for yourself, not necessarily for them, the best thing you can do for yourself is to forgive them. It feels incredible. That doesn't mean you have to forget about what they did. It doesn't even mean you have to be cool about what they did. It just means you have to forgive the action. You're still entitled to feel whatever way you want about that person. It's just when you forgive their actions, you're letting it go. To actively hate someone, to actively hold a grudge is like eating poison and expecting your enemy to die. Don't let someone rent space in your brain. And that includes me. You dunces who I've blocked on the YouTube chat who go in there and still talk about me and still ask the other people why they're blocked. Like, don't give me that much power in your brain. I am not worthy of it. If you're blocked by a radio host, go touch some grass. Take that as a sign that maybe you should seek for alternate stimulus in the afternoon. You ain't getting unblocked. I'm never going to read your poorly formed words again. You might as well free yourself from the oppression of me. Don't give someone else the power to affect your day. Life's too short. And then Donald Trump follows it up.
Yeah, my boy.
Your boy, Mo.
I think I might have to side with him on this one, Drubert.
Your boy Trump follows it up by saying, I root for the failure of all my enemies at a memorial service. Very interesting timing. She forgave. He does not. And neither way is right and neither way is wrong. It's all in how you want to live your life. But I'm very interested to hear what people think about Erica Kirk forgiving the man who shot and killed her husband and the father of her kids. Because if she forgave him for that, what grudge is worth holding on to? What is unforgivable if this grieving widow can forgive the man who took away the love of her life and the father of her kids, regardless of how you feel about it politically? 800-771-1025. Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Hey, it's Paul. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Paul? How you doing, man?
Good. You know, you're a very smart person,
Oh,
and
thanks.
I gotta ask a question.
Okay. I hope it involves state capitals or something like that.
Where's Al Sharpton? Where's Martin Luther King? That's all I'm asking.
Well,
and I'll listen.
I won't answer if you hang up. I won't answer if you hang up. I need to engage you in dialogue because I need some clarification. What do you mean?
Well, I think we all know what I mean.
No, I don't. I genuinely don't know what you mean.
Okay.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean, where are they? Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is dead. I think you know that. But Al Sharpton.
Jr., yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But
I mean,
I'm trying to wonder where, you know, when there's a different fight.
What fight is there right now? Just so we're clear. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insult you, sir. I promise. I'm just trying to understand the point you're trying to make so we can talk about it.
Okay. So when we have a black and white shooting, they're out there. But when we have a white and white shooting, they're not out there. And I'm trying to put my head in it. And you're a smart.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say, although by comparison to what you're normally probably used to dealing with when it comes to smarts, I could see where I would appear intelligent to you. So
you're Mensa.
Compared to what you normally deal with and probably what you're looking at in the mirror, I'm friggin' Stephen Hawkins meets Albert Einstein having a butt baby. But here's what I would ask you. What would be the need for an Al Sharpton civil rights activist in a case like this where we know who the shooter allegedly was, a political figure / podcast host is dead. There doesn't seem to be mass civil unrest about it. What would be the need for an Al Sharpton? What purpose do you think he would serve right now?
Well, Rex Kirk was trying to unite all of us.
Okay.
And that's just, you know, he was trying to unite all of us.
Okay.
Which is beautiful and great. And
are you playing a role right now? Are you messing with me? Or you can't really be there.
I just need your opinion.
How's the kind of nonsensical garbage that is coming out of your pie hole right now? Again, no offense. I'm trying to make sense of it. You're asking where Martin Luther King, he's passed. You're asking where Al Sharpton is, a civil rights activist involving a white shooter and a white victim, I don't know what the need for an Al Sharpton would be.
Where are the pastors at is what I'm asking.
The pastors at large or just Al Sharpton? You asked Al Sharpton, but did you mean all of the pastors?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What would be the need for any pastor right now other than to offer spiritual counseling?
To unite all of us.
Do you think it's possible for us all to be united?
Yes, sir. I think so.
Okay. How could the pastors unite us when nothing has worked thus far?
That's why I called you. That's why I want to get your questions.
Okay.
Answers, I mean.
Oh.
So, I mean, I'm not being a smart ass.
Oh, you're definitely not. There is nothing smart about your telephone call at all. I promise you that, sir. I had no concerns about you being a smart anything. Smart ass, smart caller, smart human being, smart anything. Smart phone, smart food, the white cheddar popcorn. You're none of those. And again, no offense, but you are the opposite of all those things.
Okay.
No offense. So
that's what I want.
That's what you want. Okay. Well, when most people ask where's Al Sharpton, I will say it is usually. I'm not saying in this case. Usually tinted in racial undertones. In other words, where's Al Sharpton now? But in this case, I don't know how that is. I would say germane, but you just think I'm talking about Tito and Randy and Marlon and Reby and Janet and LaToya. How does Al Sharpton factor into this in your mind? In your mind. Sorry, I forgot to do air quotes. In your mind, how does Al Sharpton?
I just think that it would unite us.
Right, but why do you look? I'm not a huge Al Sharpton fan. I'm not a detractor, whatever. I've never seen him as a great unifier. Do you think that Al Sharpton could unify us in these troubled times?
I would hope that he would, step up and, say something to us. That's just my opinion.
So you're looking for Al Sharpton to kind of take center stage in this white-on-white shooting and say words of unity when he has pretty much made his business and life out of interjecting himself into black and white issues and saying things that are divisive and inflammatory.
That's why I call you, Drew. You smart son of a biscuit.
All right, statement by Reverend Al Sharpton on the shooting of Charlie Kirk. I found one. This is very difficult. I had to type all of those words into Google. Al Sharpton, Charlie Kirk. Here we go. You ready? I'm going to have to explain some of this to you because there's some words that you probably don't know. I deplore, which means hate. I deplore the shooting is pew pew. I deplore the shooting of Charlie Kirk and pray for his full recovery and for his family during this time. Though I disagree with many of his positions in politics, neither he nor anyone else should ever be wounded or killed for exercising their beliefs. As someone who survived a stabbing in my chest while leading a nonviolent march against racism and who has faced countless death threats, I denounce these depraved acts of violence unequivocally. Now, that last word's going to trip you up, I realize, but you get the gist of what he's saying, right?
I understand. Like I said, I called you because you would give me your opinion.
Did you think about maybe Googling, like, before you asked me, like, what did Al Sharpton say about the Charlie Kirk shooting? Because he weighed in.
No, I did not, sir.
I got you. Well, listen, great speaking with you. Can you tell me at what hospital you practice neurosurgery? Because I'd just like to steer clear of that particular outlet should I need my cranium cut open.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Whew. That had to be a bit, right?
No.
That's a genuine dude.
Absolutely.
That's a real person.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real person.
Yes, man.
Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Tim.
Tim, you have a very enviable position right now because regardless of the words that come out of your mouth, you are going to sound so eloquent, well-spoken, and dignified after what we just endured for about the previous 6 minutes. So congratulations. Prove me wrong.
All right, hey. Probably about like 5 years ago, I actually I bought my Bucks tickets for a Steelers game, and it was the day of, so I had to go to One Buck Place. And as I was waiting there, Ward Dunn was sitting there waiting for an award that night. So I
take it back.
I got to be honest with you, Drew.
I'd rather talk to the guy 2 calls ago.
The over-under on someone having a worse call than the caller that preceded this one, I mean, that was what we call a sure thing, a lock. There was no way it could be worse.
That guy had to try to be worse than the call before him, and he did.
I don't think he had to try. I think
it just came naturally.
Very naturally.
Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How may I be of service to you today?
Hello.
Oh, man. Trying to have a conversation about the power of forgiveness. Serve dullard after dullard. Oh, hi.
I would, I've been probably thinking 33 times a day for the last. And
You're just out of curiosity. Like, do you have a checklist every time you think about him? You make a little check mark and you go arrive at that figure.
It's just the amount of times my brain thinks about him every day.
Okay. With 15 waking hours or so, 16 waking hours ago, you figure every half hour you just have a solid Charlie Kirk thought and then process that, then move on with your day?
I would say that's kind of been happening.
All right. Very good. I'm just trying to get us on the same page.
And I heard today, they think that the bullet stopped in his body, preventing other people, from that bullet killing them. And I just think that, Charlie was a man with Jesus.
Hot take. Very hot take that he was a man with Jesus, considering the fact that every quote you read from the man, he mentioned Jesus.
Is Valhalla near Valrico?
Yes, between Riverview and Valrico.
Okay. Well, that's not a bad spot to end up in, Drew.
Call me crazy, and I saw when Kash Patel did say that about Valhalla. I thought that was what the Vikings believed in the afterlife, not the Christians.
I will tell you this. You're 100% right.
Okay.
Kash Patel would not be in Valhalla, nor would Charlie Kirk.
Valhalla has several meanings, most famously the hall in Norse mythology where slain heroes go to join Odin. Oh, that's funny that Kash Patel, when he said that, was insinuating that he is also a hero.
Yes.
However, it also refers to an Aston Martin hybrid supercar. 800-771-1025.
Did they bury him in a Valhalla?
Oh. Hello, who are you?
Hey, it's Don, and I'd like to practice some forgiveness and forgive you for putting these callers on the air.
I got no phone screener, bro. It's not my fault.
I can't forgive you.
Ain't nothing to forgive. I push a button and they're into my life. I'm sorry. You're right. I could hang up on them immediately. But is there not entertainment value in knowing now that neither you nor I are the dumbest dumbass in Tampa Bay?
I want results, not excuses, Drew.
Drew, I'll see you in Valrico.
800-771-1025. Oh, man. Hello there. Who are you?
This is Nellie, Drew.
What's up, Nellie?
Hey, can I be maybe the worst or the best caller? I'm bending over and just everybody kiss my ass, please.
Yeah, that was short, sweet, direct, to the point. Maybe a bit blunt and abrupt, but I'll take it. Aren't there people who have a take on forgiveness? It's a superpower. It's an ability that you have. And if you have to choose between forgive everyone or root for your enemies, I encourage you to go. success, because that might make you a happier person, and that might make us closer to simpatico, if not us getting along. When I dying a couple of years ago, it kind of put things into perspective for me, in that we're all going to get there eventually. I hope it doesn't happen for you today, and I hope it doesn't happen for anyone you love today, tomorrow, next week, next month. But the sad fact remains, it's going to happen one day. When it happens, I want to feel like I live my life in the best way possible, honoring my mother and my father, the lessons that they taught me, making the people around me proud. If someone doesn't care for me because of words I say, because of actions I've done, that is certainly their prerogative. I can apologize for it and hope that they can forgive, but if they do not, that is their prerogative. I'm not here to tell them whether it is right, wrong, indifferent, whatever. But there isn't a person in my life who I have not forgiven, and there is not a person in my life to whom I wish ill will. I want your success.
You've got that perspective of the near death.
Hell yeah.
Brings. I don't have that, Drew, there. People,
nope.
I actively hope fail.
Yeah, same. I did it. I did when I was, before all of this, there were people I rooted for their failure.
Well, I would say rooted for failure. I don't think I root for anybody's failure.
Delight when they do fail?
No, if they fail, I'd go, good on you.
Totally get that.
What's good?
Totally get that. But I want more happy people in this world.
Absolutely.
And for us to all be happy.
But everybody doesn't deserve happiness, Drew.
But that is where you are wrong, because we all do. We all do, every single one of us. Hello there, who are you?
Yeah, my name's John. 863 John.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Drew?
I'm not feeling that, but thank you very much for the call. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, this is Beth in Northport.
Hello there. How old are you?
I am 60.
Oh, wow. You sound so young. You sound like a little kid. How are we doing today?
I'm good, thank you. First time I ever called in.
Oh, my gosh. Delighted to speak with you. What can I do you for?
Well, I was thinking about forgiveness, and I saw her speech. Did it seem that genuine to you? Like her words when you said them sounded really genuine. But when I saw her, it just seemed performative.
I would say that is probably due, no offense, to your political bias. I would assume that you are not aligned with the widow Kirk when it comes to politics and maybe.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So there's.
But I wish no harm, it's a horrible thing that happened.
It is, and I don't think that. I don't necessarily think you think she's a bad person, but I also don't think that there's anything she probably could have said that you would have found genuine. I think people probably would watch that with their own biases. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And it's hard. I wanted to watch it with sincerity, but it was difficult for me.
I get that. Well, look, I don't ever want to watch someone grieving someone else. I appreciate the call a lot.
I was saying, my son just got out of jail 2 weeks ago.
Oh, congratulations.
And thank you. But he, 5 years ago, he has a mental illness and he hurt my dad.
Oh.
So our whole family's working through forgiving him. They don't forgive me for having him. And, forgiveness is a tough thing.
It is, especially for older people.
Your analogy. What's that?
Oh, especially for older people, because they were not raised as emotionally intuitive as we were. It was not okay for our parents to even express emotions. You know what I mean? And so to ask the older folks to embrace things like forgiveness and gratitude and understanding and compassion and all that, it's not, it might not go down so well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that call was brutal about the Al Sharpton.
Oh, man. Oh, goodness gracious me. But at least we got a good laugh on this Monday afternoon. And thank you very much, sweetheart. I appreciate your call.
All right. Thank you I love your show, and I love listening to it. It's very encouraging.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That's very nice of you to say. I'll stop calling you sweetheart now. It's very performative. 800-771-1025. I would say if you lean left, there's very little chance that you watched that. Well, you shouldn't have watched it anyway, but there's very little chance that you watched that memorial service without a chip on your shoulder thinking, she doesn't mean those words. Just take the words at face value. When someone gives you beautiful words of inspiration and encouragement, assume positive intent. Don't look for bad things behind them. And this comes from someone who does that. Hello, who are you?
Hey, how you doing, Drew? How you doing, Mo?
What up, dude?
Hey, quick question. This is for Mo. Just trying to put two and two together.
Yeah.
I think I went to middle school with your daughter. Not going to use any names, but I have a fond memory of her birthday being held at Bahama Breeze, maybe around 7th grade, 8th grade. Does that ring any bells, Mo?
Mo, may I please have permission?
Drew.
Sir, would you give your home address? Well, would you give your home address to Mo so I can come to your house with a Louisville Slugger and bludgeon your stupid head? You're even dumber than that guy who called, because at least that guy called with some pertinent take or question on the topic. Don't you laugh, you sniveling prick. I'm not talking to you, Mo. I'm talking to this guy. We're in the middle of talking about a profound thing like goddamn forgiveness, and here you are. Hey, Mo, did I eat coconut shrimp and corn fritters with your daughter back in the day? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Mo has social media. Mo has email. You can reach him offline and ask any of these pointless, nonsensical, garbage-ass, stupid questions asked by an annoying prick. That's you.
Just wanted to thank you for lunch, man.
Eat a dangerous, dangerous road to go down.
I think it sounds right.
You know what it's like to try to have a friggin' discussion about goddamn forgiveness.
You know what I'm hearing, Drew, is that the Bay Area is not all that forgiving. They got nothing for you.
Bahama Breeze. Were you trying to punish her or something? Was she bad that year?
She was 7.
Yeah,
what does she know from good food?
They don't. As long as they got chicken tendies, the 7-year-old's happy. Hey, Bahama Breeze wasn't that bad.
No, it's
all right. Hello, who are you?
That I'm going to remember a 7-year-old birthday.
How old is she now?
40. She's in her 40. She's like 40. She's 40.
This guy's talking about a 30-year-old birthday.
Yeah, 33.
Sorry. Oh.
Doing great. AC on blast. Hey, Drew, you mentioned something earlier that your ma can watch on YouTube while you work. How cool is that?
It's very cool. Why?
Oh, it just got me. I'm like, damn, man, you've been working hard your whole life, and now on YouTube, your mom can watch it. And then another thing about Jacob 2X, you really should adopt the new name Jacob 3X and 4X and 6X. Very cool, though. Have a good night.
Wait, what do you mean about that last part?
Well, because he's repetitive. It's not 2 times. It's like 3 times.
So
6 times.
just so we're on the same page, did you mean what you said about my mom? And then you went into I'm going to disrespect somebody's cerebral palsy. I'm going to mock somebody's mental condition. Like, I'm confused. Tell me how to feel about the call. Were you like being facetious about my mom being able to watch me? Because to me, it's pretty cool that an 83-year-old lady who gave birth to a son who didn't amount to anything until he was in his 40s, for crying out loud, can watch me do what I do. Cool. For me, that's pretty cool. But the second part, where you choose to mock a dude who gets a lot of joy out of the radio, you are. That's mocking someone and their disability. Does that make you happy to mock his disability? I mean,
I'm just having fun with it, just like you have fun with callers, sir.
But if you told me that you had a disability, for example, if you were clinically imbecilic rather than just being like armchair imbecile, if you called up and you said, Drew, I've been clinically diagnosed as imbecilic, I would be sympathetic to that because that's a condition. However, you choose to be ignorant. I can mock that. You are making the deliberate choice to be ignorant. You understand the difference, right?
You expounded on it thoroughly. Peace out.
This has been the oddest block of calls. I maybe in the history of this program, Drew.
800-771-1025. Hello there. How can I help you?
Hi, Drew. Hi, Maurice. I'm going to try to actually have a call that is relevant to your topic. So, forgiveness for me is a tough thing. That's not. That's a character flaw on my part. I've provided forgiveness. But I think that she totally believed it, especially because of her dedication and her commitment to her faith and to her husband. And that's what her husband would probably want as well. And Charlie, obviously. But over the last couple of days with, just seeing the posts on social media, there's some podcasts that I watch. One of the biggest things that has really stood out to me is just the astounding immaturity that both sides are having, no matter which way you lean. It seems like a grade school playground thing where now we have like Republican people or right-leaning people, or I saw this lady use the word demon rats to refer to Democrats, and then of course we have Democrats saying just stupid, ridiculous things to Republicans, and nothing is ever really going to get solved, or there's not ever going to be forgiveness until adults just simply start acting like adults. Like, to me, I do not get it, because the Republicans want to stand up like they're righteous. So do the Democrats. So at this point, somebody needs to be, I guess, quote, the bigger person, right?
Hold your breath and wait for that to happen, you know? I think the thing is it's less immaturity and more of a lack of humanity and compassion. We just can't see each other as we are, which is members of the same species, trying to figure out what the hell happens in this great big world of ours, what we're supposed to do, how we can best walk each other home, so to speak. But instead, this guy got shot and killed, and I didn't like what he had to say. The people who shot him wanted to silence everything about our ideology, and everyone who agrees with that must be complicit with this murder. Truth is, we're all somewhere in the middle, and anyone who gets shot and killed for speaking words, even incendiary words, words that you perceived as division, anyone gunned down at the age of 31 years old, leaving behind 2 kids without a dad and a wife without a husband, that should be sad. That should be a no-brainer. That shouldn't be something that divides us. That should be something that unites us so we can all go, this is bad and this is wrong. Breaking news, if you missed it earlier in the show, Jimmy Kimmel Live will return tomorrow on ABC so that you can continue not watching him on late night TV. Hello there, who are you?
Hi, Joe. This is Anthony.
Hello.
Hey, I just want to say I think I owe you an apology since we're doing apologies.
Oh, man, what did I did?
I call you a douchebag just about every day.
Oh.
But I love listening to your show because it's so darn fun. Just like those last two calls before. That was just so funny.
Piss off. Keep calling me a douchebag. 800-771-1025. Apology rejected. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, this is William Drew. Thanks for taking my call.
Hi, William. How you doing, bud?
Good, sir. My little take on forgiveness, how I was raised, so I'm 45, so I'm right tail end of the Gen X. My earliest memory was when I was 6 years old, a guy rammed my mom in the back of the legs with a shopping cart on accident, and I remember being so mad. And I got the first speech on forgiveness. It was an accident.
Oh, that was nice.
And then when I got home, my father even gave me the kind of, hey, you got to forgive people, don't get mad. But at the same time, I was also raised, if they did something intentionally to harm you, like forgiveness wasn't part of our vocabulary. We weren't very religious or anything.
Yeah, kind of like conditional forgiveness.
I'm confused. What would you say, sir?
Oh, you kind of like conditional forgiveness. Like you can forgive it if it was accidentally done, but if someone intentionally hurt you, then you are not forgiving them. That's what I'm getting from you?
Yes. Like, for instance, my first
I got some bad news for you, bro.
He got in an accident.
Can I give you the bad news that I have for you?
I'll take it, Drew. What do you got?
I intentionally rammed your mom from behind in a parking lot of a grocery shopping. Apologies. 800-771-1025. Far from an accident and far from unenjoyable for both parties.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Drew, this is Taylor.
I like hearing a nice. Oh, my God. What's up, dude?
I just like to think, whenever I think about forgiveness, I think about the great philosopher of our time, Delilah, who once said to me, said that it is easy to forgive and forget, but it is harder to forget what you had to forgive. And that is where unconditional forgiveness lies.
I'm sorry, do that again, because Delilah, a close personal friend of mine, since we met here many, many years ago. Give me that one again. I want to make sure I get it right.
She said, and this was years ago, it is easy to forgive and forget, but it is harder to forget what you had to forgive. And that's where unconditional Forgiveness Live.
Oh, that's really good. Damn, she's bright, huh?
Yeah, she is. She very much is. That's so bright that stuck with me for about 15 years now.
I'm glad it did. I'm glad you shared it with me here, and I'll be sure to mention to her next time I talk to her that some of her words are still ringing true in the beautiful state of Florida. Thank you, my dude.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You got it. Lila. Hi there. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. Hey, Mo. This is Scott. I just wanted to put a take on this because the forgiveness thing means it's kind of reactive, that something bad had to happen in order for you to, or something negative in order for you to forgive it. But I think the big problem these days is tolerance. And that would be almost like a preventive thing, because that's the problem today is people just don't tolerate other people that have a different opinion or a different belief than them. And if you were to get past that, you'd need a lot less forgiveness.
Well, that's true. More tolerance would mean less necessity for forgiveness, right?
Exactly. And if you look especially on the two parties right now, that line has been driven down to be the Grand Canyon. And nothing is tolerated on either side, and people are against something just because the other side is for it.
Correct. Remember when the Brady Bunch went down in the Grand Canyons and somebody almost died? I think they rented burros.
Oh, I do remember. I think it was a special 2-part episode.
I think you're right. It might have even been a made-for-TV movie. Brady Bunch, Burros, Grand Canyon. By the way, the anniversary of Fonzie jumping the shark on Happy Days was September 20th. They were talking to Henry Winkler about it on a podcast I was watching, and he's just so damn funny, man.
Did he understand how stupid it was, or did he think it was cool at the time?
Well, the thing was, Henry had a father who was a German Jew, barely spoke any English, and his father kept saying to him, "You have to tell Gary Marshall that you are water ski trained, that you are proficient at water skiing. They could maybe do something on the show." And so finally, Henry Winkler went to Gary Marshall and he said, "I don't know if we need ideas for this, but if Fonzie needs to water ski, I can water ski." So then they wrote that scene into the show, took the lining out of his leather jacket so he could wear it.
Yeah.
He did all of the skiing himself except when he actually jumped the shark. That was a stunt guy. But I wonder when that show jumped the shark, though. Grand Canyon or Bust, Season 3. The family travels to the Grand Canyon. Bobby and Cindy are off riding mules with Alice. They get separated from the family after spotting a boy they believe is a runaway Native American. The Burros, they were mules. Part 2 of a 3-part story, Maurice, not just a 2-parter.
Oh, 3-part.
A 3. God, this freaking AI is such a dick. The family rolled mules down the canyon, not burros. All these years, I thought. God. Hello there.
Hi, Drew.
Hello
I
there.
hope you can forgive me.
Carmen, there is no forgiveness
I also,
needed.
I tend to call you a D-bag several times a day, but that's my love language.
I love you back, Carmen. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello, it's Amy. How you doing?
Oh, my God. We were so worried that you were murdered after your date a few weeks ago. You can't tell us that you're going on a date and then disappear for a couple of weeks. We thought the guy friggin' bludgeoned you to death. I'm so glad you're still alive.
I thought about that, so I was like, I need to check in. Because I know they know I've been kidnapped a couple times. Let me check in.
Oh,
let them know I'm still in the land of the living. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. How are you doing?
Oh, good. Just so glad you're still alive, man.
Thank you. I'm glad to be alive, too. So the topic is forgiveness.
Yes.
I haven't spoken to my parents in 2 years.
Oh.
I haven't spoken to my brother since my son was 2. He's 28 now.
Oh, no.
And that forgiveness thing, I'm still at 48. I'm working on.
All right.
And I've gone to therapy for it. I'm back in therapy for it so I can forgive others. I need to forgive myself for, things that I did and people did to me. It's hard because those wounds are still fresh to me.
Amy, can I throw something at you? And I'm not trying to make you feel bad about it because you're a delight and I love hearing from you. I'm just going to, using my experience, I just want to throw something at you. Okay?
Okay.
I like to ask myself in situations like that, what would happen if that person passed and I never got a chance to make peace with them? And the reason I can think about that is because when I had to contemplate my own perceived dwindling mortality, and I thought, what happens if I die and the people who had animosity towards me never had a chance to work it out? I don't want them walking around with that guilt. If they still choose to hold whatever feelings towards me, whether it's hatred, animosity, jealousy, anything negative, that's 100% on them. But I am living, breathing, walking, and talking right now, and I am always open to anyone and everyone having a conversation with me about clearing the air. So I know from my end, if I die and someone else has not reconciled feelings about me, that's 100% on them now. If your parents pass and you didn't get to make peace with them and you didn't get to have that conversation, I know you, Amy, you're probably going to regret that.
I can agree. I'm not going to deny I would, but sometimes you have to love people from over there until I can come back around and love you.
I get it. Just don't let too much time pass because that can really, really tear you up. And I think the world of you, and I'm so glad you called in. How'd the date go, by the way? Did he treat you right?
That didn't go well at all.
Oh, damn it to hell. Well, he's out there somewhere, or she, whatever you prefer. Someone's out there. Somewhere out there. What a movie. American Tail. There are no cats in America. All right, let's come back and give away some stuff about spooky movies.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Expect delays from an accident along Hillsborough Avenue at Orient Road. If you're traveling north from Hillsborough into Pasco, there's been an accident along northbound I-75 just past the merging point with I-275. It's causing stop-and-go conditions along both interstates back into Hillsborough. In Pinellas, there's been a crash along Seminole Boulevard at 54th Avenue North. Conditions are typical along the big bridges. This is Jim with traffic.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let them cook, Tampa.
Cat name mode for C4MH.com. That stands for the Centers for Men's Health, and key to a man's health is proper testosterone levels. So many decisions you wish you had started when you were younger. Well, you're never going to be younger than you are today. So start today resetting to when you were younger by going to C4MH.com and making an appointment to check your testosterone. That's all they do, so you know it's done right. $45 gets you blood work and a doctor's appointment. And if your levels are low, it's 2 shots a month. That's it. To ensure your energy is up, to promote muscle growth after workouts, to improve your performance in the bedroom, and most importantly, to maintain a mental state that has you feeling like the world is yours. Like when you were younger. Look at testosterone as a time machine and C4MH as the vehicle that will get you back to a future that is back to you. Today is the day. C4MH.com.
Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet. Now offering customers 0% financing for 12 months on any Fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And, of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
We've all been there before, the dreaded grocery store fatigue.
league. You walk to the meat department, you go, I cooked it, I've done it, I did it last week, I did it, it's all been done. That's why you need to think about a trip to Wild Fork. John Senning, here to tell you about the greatness you'll find at your local Wild Fork. If you're cooking for the family, you need chicken breast, big roast, ground beef. They've got it at unbelievable prices. Something bougie like prime Wagyu cuts or even some wild game. They've got it all with locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Petersburg. Get it delivered, pick it up in store, or just go on a shopping spree. And always online at wildforkfoods.com.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice.
Oh, it's good to be back. What about me? Snoop Dogg, I'm back too.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice, and so is Snoop Dogg, but mostly Reba.
Now wait, also, not to mention the reigning champion, Michael Bublé.
Or Niall Horan. I think she paid that guy.
Reba McEntire totally paid me, and she's back on The Voice.
That's real smart. Mama didn't raise no fool.
The Voice is back with Reba McEntire, Snoop Dogg, Michael Bublé, and Niall Horan, premiering tonight on NBC.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richie. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richie, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richie.
Mike Calder for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. One moment you're living your life, the next you're being told you have cancer, or your heart just stops. There's no warning, no second chance. You worked hard, saved, planned for your future. Retirement should be your reward. But instead of traveling or relaxing, you find yourself fighting for your life. Here's the brutal truth. Heart disease and cancer remain the 2 leading killers for men and women. And most of the time, they strike without a single symptom. But there is hope. Lifeguard Imaging offers high-accuracy CT scans that can detect heart disease and hundreds of cancers long before symptoms ever appear. Before your doctor looks you in the eye and says, it's too late. Early detection gives you the power to act. The scan is quick, painless, and it could literally save your life. I had mine, and I have peace of mind. You can't put a price on it. Right now, all first-time consultations get a free heart scan valued at $599. Look, the scariest thing you could do is nothing at all, so don't wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow may not come. Visit Lifeguard Imaging today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
Corona is now the official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we're giving you the chance to score tickets to a game, including VIP pirate ship access, custom Corona Bucks Yeti coolers, and more. Visit coronafootball.com for details. Corona, game day's favorite beer. Flags up, limes in.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Marksbane Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and therefore no stress. Hey, it's JP, and selling your home is by far one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. So who you work with absolutely matters. My friends at Marksbane Real Estate are the most experienced real estate team in the U.S., and you can trust them to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed cash offer would be. There is no obligation. Go to marksbane.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra returns this winter with the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more. A dazzling spectacle packed with pyrotechnics, lasers, and the incredible storytelling synonymous with TSO. $1 from each ticket sold benefits the Calta Family Foundation. Win tickets at theboneonline.com or the Bone app.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Skies will average out partly cloudy tonight. We'll see lows in the mid-70s. On Tuesday, mix of sun and clouds. Any showers and thunder showers that pop up during the day will favor southern areas, and high temperatures locked in the low 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Jar and Lavine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Another iconic Jewish artist on the eve of Rosh Hashanah, Ms. Barbara Streisand. I'm on chapter 1 of her autobiography.
That's Babs to you and me, Drew.
That's right. She's had a hell of a life. Not always easy. People think, oh, she's rich and famous. She's had an easy go of it. She's not.
Are you referring to her nose?
Well, I wasn't, but a lot of people do, which causes her much sorrow and angst and depression. So no, I wasn't. People like you're the reason.
I'm a journalist, Drew.
Hello there. How can we help you? It's Drew Garabo Live. I love this part. Hi there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey there, Drew. It's Alex.
Hi, Alex. Is that short for Alexandra or Alexandria?
Neither. It is ALIX. It's the name I was given when I was born.
What kind of crazy world are we living in? I'm sorry I asked. That was very presumptuous of me, and I apologize.
It's okay. I'm a short person, so I have a short name.
Okay.
So your conversation about forgiveness.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I really love what you said about, forgiving. And I think it's really important that people realize, especially those that are holding grudges against parents that were maybe not the best of parents, that sometimes people act out with the tools that they've been given from their childhood. And unless they've done something that's completely egregious and unforgivable, then it's better at the end of life when you forgive a parent because you were spot on. If you don't forgive them and then they die, it's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
So I have one of...
Go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, it's good. Yeah. My father was one of those very abusive parents, verbally abusive and kind of mean-spirited. And at the end of life, I moved back to take care of him when he retired at the age of 78. And he died, with me caring for him. And I literally forgave him. I didn't tell him I forgave him, but it was the way that I acted that showed him. Yeah. And right before he died, he told me I was a wonderful daughter, to which I said, yes, I am. But he finally realized it. But the whole thing is that I was able to let go. And he had a very rough upbringing. He was taken away. He was from London. He was taken away by the council and raised in an orphanage because his mother was illiterate and so poor with 5 children that the 2 boys were taken away in the 40s.
Wow. That's
so
something.
He was abused where he was.
Oh, and very much so. Abusers become, or the abused become the abusers.
Yes, or you can use it as a teachable moment or a learning moment and choose not to be that way. You can go the other way when you grow up and be kind.
That is true. And Alex, you have certainly been through a lot because if I'm not mistaken, you had an affair with a married lawyer who had no problem whatsoever banging you in the sink. But then when it came time to actually take you to the opera like he promised, he was out there with his family gallivanting while you were left sitting listening to Madame Butterfly while flipping the light switch on and off. It's no wonder you boiled that bunny on the stove. You will not be ignored, Dan.
You know I love those Puccini operas. What can I tell you? I'll do anything to get into a Puccini opera.
You're the best. I'd do anything to get into your Puccini. As soon as she said her name was Alex, I started playing Madame Butterfly from the Fatal Attraction soundtrack. Glenn Close is what I would consider to be a handsome woman.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, I don't know really what it means, but I don't find her... She's not ugly. She's handsome.
Except for, and I would argue this, Fatal Attraction, she was stone cold fine. That curly
body
hair.
was.
Well, remember the curly hair, too?
The 80s.
Yeah, the 80s. No, in the 80s, a lot of women that are now considered handsome, that was the apex of their hotness.
I will not be ignored, Dan.
Not at all. I mean, come on, man.
She was hot. The scene where he banged her in the sink and they're splashing water everywhere.
There's not, tell me as a guy, you don't look at that and say that's hot. Get out of here.
No question. No question. Hello, who are you?
Hi, Mo. Hi, Drew. How are you guys?
Quite well, thank you. What is your name?
It's Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
And I agree with Mo. That was the hottest that Glenn Close ever looked in a movie.
Well, I agree with Mo, too. I don't think Glenn Close has even looked remotely hot in any movie except for Fatal Attraction. I mean, she's a great actor. Don't get me wrong. She's phenomenal.
She's not a man.
Well, no, they all prefer to be say actors now. That's how those broads want equality, Mo.
Yeah, there's no actresses anymore.
Right, they're all actors.
Anyway, I wanted to say something about Barbra Streisand.
Sure.
Do you remember in the Bee Gees documentary series, they were talking, you know, how Barry Gibb did a lot of duets with Barbra Streisand because he wrote a lot of songs. Do you remember that?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. He said, when they asked him about Barbra Streisand, he said he was scared of her. Do you remember that?
She's a force to be reckoned with. Was that Morris Gibb or Robin Gibb? Which Gibb was that said that?
No, Barry.
Bury these nuts in your mouth.
Sheen, come on, man, and get some new tickets if you have a Spirit Airlines flight.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Not just one team, but a bunch of them, all in one spot. It's NFL football right here on 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, a crash southbound along Seminole Boulevard at 54th Avenue North has had the two right lanes blocked. Accidents on the Tampa side include one along Beers Avenue at Dale Mabry, as well as one clearing along Hillsborough Avenue at Orient. If you're heading north into Pasco, be aware that an accident along northbound I-75 just past the merge point with I-275 has been causing stop-and-go conditions along both interstates back into Hillsborough. The big bridges appear to be doing okay. This is Jim with traffic.
With a guaranteed offer from Marksbane Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to marksbane.com and start packing.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Mike Kelda here for Shark Coast Tactical. Mark your calendars for this Saturday, September 27th, as Shark Coast Tactical brings you an action-packed event featuring Staccato, Sons of Liberty Gunworks, and Huxworks Safety Company. This is your chance to get in on exclusive one-day deals across the top-tier brands, including the legendary Staccato 2011 handguns, rugged rifles from Sons of Liberty Gunworks, and cutting-edge suppressors from Huxworks. Remember that we are in the heat of the 2A sales tax holiday season, which means no tax on all things firearms, and Will is covering your tax stamp on select suppressors. Join us for a day of unbeatable savings, giveaways, all happening at Shark Coast Tactical.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now, during Truck Month, we say yes to 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on 2025 Silverado 1500 LD for well-qualified buyers. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Can you believe it is week 3 in the NFL already, and nothing makes betting on football more exciting than a wager at Hard Rock Bet? It's so simple to use. Go online to the Hard Rock Bet app, and while you're there, you could check out the Stats Hub. Not sure what to do on your bet, who to score for yards? Check out the Stats Hub for all your information. Plus, sign up today and bet $5 on any game, and if it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet plus a boosted bankroll. Download it now or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
At Brandon Honda, we have the hottest hybrids in stock and on sale. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, get the brand new Accord hybrid for just $199 per month. Get the award-winning CR-V hybrid for just $249 per month. Or get the all-new, just released 2025 Civic Hybrid Sport for just $199 per month. With gas mileage as high as 50 miles per gallon, these award-winning hybrids won't last long. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-448-7710 for more information.
Hey, it's Galvin. Low T, start for free. For a limited time, get prescription testosterone therapy with no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Hey, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel older. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go, and you'll feel like you're 20 again. Get more muscle with less effort in the gym and lose that dad bod for good. You'll also think better, sleep better, and your love life will be better. Look, don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. So don't waste your money on herbal supplements you see on social media or TV. Start enjoying life with the T levels you had in your 20s with prescription testosterone. It's a game changer. So don't wait. If you've got low T, why not get started for free? Book your video appointment today and start for free. Only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone. Keyword Red Mountain. Red Mountain Weight Loss. Real testosterone, real doctors, real results.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times, some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Take advantage of Labor Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. The free credit 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you bought that TV in a parking lot. It just happened to not come in a box or include a remote. And when you finally managed to turn it on, all it displayed was the menu of Grumpy's Tacos. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/music. That's ethos.com/music.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Jar and Lavine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
We got Bolts preseason hockey tonight. Huh? If that sounds like new information to you, that's because it was new information to us. It's like, what the hell is Isaiah doing here? I love this part.
What you doing, honey bun? What you doing, honey bun?
Hey, Maurice, tell the people a little something, will you?
I'll tell you something that is going to be interesting to a lot of you. Concealed carry has always been. Open carry is now legal in the state of Florida. Well, in a couple of days. It might actually be today. And carry them if you got them. And because of that, All-American Gunslingers, my favorite gun range, the Florida's #1 gun range, and Newport Richie's absolute best gun range right off US 19 North. And, of course, Newport Richie wants you to know that their instructors are going to work hard to ensure shooters are at their peak when it comes to shooting ability. They've got classes daily. They have the right training for you. And don't forget, you can get your free concealed carry permit with their free concealed carry classes, even though it's going to be open carry, even though you don't need a concealed carry makes sure you're going to get that training. And if you're in a state where it's not reciprocal, you will need that. So don't just go, I can carry now, I can carry everywhere. I don't need no stinking concealed carry. You need a concealed carry if you are a responsible gun owner, and All American Gunslingers are there to make sure that you are responsible as a gun owner, because they are there to protect your rights, your safety, your freedom, and America.
Thank you, Maurice.
You're welcome, Drew.
800-771-1025. You want to get in before we get the hell out of here, which will be pronto to make room for your Tampa Bay Lightning preseason hockey. If you missed the news earlier, the Jimmy Kimmel Show will resume tomorrow on ABC. How did it happen? Don't know. Why did it happen? Don't know. We're going to find out. I guess you probably won't find out tomorrow because he's not going to.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier, though. You have to address it. You can't just hit the ground running.
No, you can't come back as if nothing has happened, although I wouldn't be surprised if there was a directive from ABC saying you will come back and act as if nothing had happened. Like just like a quick mention. Did I miss anything interesting over the last couple days? Okay, anyway, Trump, suck. ABC said in a statement, or Disney, who owns them, said last Wednesday, we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday. Very interesting wording. If you're Jimmy, do you want to come back?
Sure.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't need the money, but I think those dudes who do what he does have an innate need to be on television.
Yeah, and even if it's just to stick it to the millions of people that were happily dancing on your grave.
That's right. Just come back one time and go,
one time.
Double birds, bitches.
Now I'm out. No.
It'd be the funniest and coolest thing you ever did.
It would be.
Hello, who are you?
What's up, boys?
Hey, what's going on, Bobby D? You sound great.
Well, thank you. And Mo, all right, I know you guys got to go, but I want to thank you for that pick when you took the under on the Bucks.
Come on, baby.
I bet the over and I won. So thank you for your box.
Shut up.
Bet the over.
I love you, man. You know it.
Yeah, you're mocking me.
You're the best. Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah.
All right, come on. I'm just busting your chops, baby.
We love you, dude. Have a great one. 800-771-1025. The pressure was definitely mounting on ABC because a lot of Disney's stars, air quotes, were registering their discontent. A lot of them lean way left, and they did not care for the chilling undertones of censorship in this case. So they were kind of in a no win, no lose.
So what about the narrative that he was canceled because of ratings?
Well, his ratings still sucked.
But how are you bringing them back?
I mean, I imagine
you have to have something there.
Yeah, maybe a lot of advertisers said, hey, because what did their stock do during all this? I've read that their stock took a hit all this, but I'm not sure if that's true.
Right.
Because I don't believe a lot of what I read. Did Disney stock drop after suspending Kimmel? Boom. All right. Well, AI is not going to weigh in on that one for some reason. I don't know why.
Let me ask something.
Yep.
You think they negotiated a pay cut?
I don't know, man. It's probably in his contract that they can't do that.
Right.
Disney faced strong backlash, blah, blah, blah. The controversy sparked debate over money. Social media campaigns like Boycott Disney trended. Many claim Disney lost $4 billion after pulling the show, but evidence shows the truth is more complex. Disney did not officially confirm a $4 billion loss. What did happen was a 1.9% fall in Disney stock. That drop, according to Reuters, wiped out about $3.87 billion in market value. That came during the suspension week.
Okay.
Analysts warn that stock moves have many causes. Political pressure, ad revenue, and subscriber cancellations all affect price. So I guess you could make the argument that, it absolutely did.
It's so funny because you read that and it goes, no, there was not a $4 billion loss, but they lost $3.59 billion.
It's really a nuanced question. And plus it was $3.87 billion. But whatever. All right. I guess we got to get the hell out of here. I'm not thrilled about it either, folks. So I'm sorry if you're, if you find this ending to the show abrupt. So do we. We didn't know it was going to happen. It won't happen tomorrow, even though there is a Bolts preseason game. It doesn't start till 8. So we get the full the full load, as Mo used to say on the night show. It used to make me laugh so hard in my car when I would hear you say that. You'll get the full load tomorrow night. And then Friday, we will be out at 6:30 again.
When does regular season hockey be? It doesn't seem early. No, I guess it's not early for hockey.
It seems like it would be early, but it's not. It's October 9th. So we are out at the Bolts game broadcasting live, not this Friday and not next Friday, but the Thursday following.
Okay.
October the 9th.
All right, October
Can't wait.
9th, yeah.
That is the home opener. I urge you to get your tickets. The Bolts, the best game in town. So stick around. When we come back, you'll get Bolts hockey. Appreciate you listening very much. Thanks again to Achieva Credit Union for all they did to support and promote Baylor's Toy Drive. Thanks to everybody out at Marker 48 Brewing, and thanks to Roy and the entire crew out at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital for making today super special. And thanks to definitely Team Baylor the Brave for including me in what was a very, very profoundly touching event this weekend and delivery today. I don't think we have anything else. I'm looking at the log.
No.
I think we're good. And we're ready to get out of here. After the Lightning game, I don't know what happens. It's probably something cool. But rise, shine, and grind. Listen to the Mike Calta Show tomorrow morning. After that, the after show with Johnny B. After that, JP, Diz, and Monica. After that, and of course, JoJo, the talented JoJo, the lovely, beautiful JoJo, is on with Johnny B. After JP, of course, you've got Setting Show with Diz. I'll be there at 3 tomorrow with your joints, and then we'll be here at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Bolts hockey is next. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great night. And as always, hit us up on the social media if you need anything. Bye-bye, and take care.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, a crash southbound along Seminole Boulevard at 54th Avenue North has had the 2 right lanes blocked. Accidents on the Tampa side include one along Beers Avenue at Dale Mabry, as well as one clearing along Hillsborough Avenue at Orient. If you're heading north into Pasco, be aware that an accident along northbound I-75 just past the merge point with I-275 has been causing stop-and-go conditions along both interstates back into Hillsborough. The big bridges appear to be doing okay. This is Jim with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice.
Oh, it's good to be back.
What about me? Snoop Dogg, I'm back too. Reba McEntire is back on The Voice, and so is Snoop Dogg, but mostly Reba.
Now wait, also not to mention the reigning champion, Michael Bublé.
Or Niall Horan. I think she paid that guy.
Reba McEntire totally paid me, and she's back on The Voice.
That's real smart.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
The Voice is back with Reba McEntire, Snoop Dogg, Michael Bublé, and Niall Horan. Premiering tonight on NBC.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
You don't need to be an all-pro to make big moves. Getting championship-level performance is easy at Crown Honda. Drive a new 2025 Honda Pilot, just $469 per month. Or a new 2025 Honda Accord, just $289 per month. Don't wait for the 2-minute warning. Get to Crown Honda now and save today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Get the Rolex of your dreams at International Diamond Center's 3-day epic Rolex event this weekend. IDC's buyers have scoured the globe for the finest luxury pre-owned Rolex models. Some models never even worn, still in the box. Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsis, Batmans, Datejusts, Yachtmasters, Sky Dwellers. IDC has cornered the market on the most impressive collection of these pristine timepieces. If you've been looking for the perfect watch, but have been frustrated by the lack of choices and restrictions at the authorized dealers, make plans now to be at this amazing event. IDC has the luxury pre-owned Rolex you want at an amazing price, with special financing options as well. Each one has been well maintained and thoroughly inspected and looks brand new. Reward yourself or someone you love with the ultimate symbol of success and the most coveted brand in the world. Don't miss International Diamond Center's epic Rolex event with special pricing, special financing, and our best selection ever. It's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only, and only at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Unapproved credit.
The only way to make healthcare better for the people of Florida is to keep solving. And at Florida Blue, we want you to know how we're doing it. Providing support at our Florida Blue centers to help you get the most out of your plan. Making mental health appointments more available so you can be seen within a week. And offering plans that fit your needs and budget. Visit floridablue.com/followtheblue to see health solutions that are making healthcare more affordable. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to crew for bringing your vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or if you're still repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. There's no waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. All you need to do is visit watermanproperties.net. That's watermanproperties.net, or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Properties, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Calda sent you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Marksbane Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and therefore no stress. Hey, it's JP, and selling your home is by far one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. So who you work with absolutely matters. My friends at Marksbane Real Estate are the most experienced real estate team in the U.S., and you can trust them to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed cash offer would be. There is no obligation. Go to marksbane.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Our office computers were from like 2012.
What? They had computers then?
Yeah, I don't know much about new tech.
Apparently.
So I went to Staples and saved big on an AI-powered HP laptop and HP OfficeJet Pro printer, which also came with 3 months of free instant ink.
And we're back in this century. During Staples HP Tech Event, save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Until 11/1, select models only.
Pulse Nation, single game tickets for Lightning Hockey are on sale now. You can be the Thunder at Benchmark International Arena this season as the Bolts battle teams from across the NHL. Secure your tickets now at TampaBayLightning.com.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Do rain or bugs have your car looking dirty? Well, Bubble Down Car Wash has you covered. They offer longer wash tunnels, powerful vacuums, and the friendliest staff. Check out BubbleDown.com to find a Bubble Down Car Wash location near you.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Skies will average out partly cloudy tonight. We'll see lows in the mid-70s. On Tuesday, mix of sun and clouds. Any showers and thunder showers that pop up during the day will favor southern areas, and high temperatures locked in the low 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Jar and Lavine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone has your back throughout the hurricane season. Along with our severe weather partners at Fox 13, we have everything you need leading up to, during, and after any storm that threatens our Tampa Bay area. Visit theboneonline.com and head to our hurricane guide. Get emergency kit checklists, the latest storm tracks, and ways to help the community after the storm. It's your one-stop shop for hurricane season. We do a lot of dumb stuff here at The Bone, but when hurricanes threaten, we are here for you. Always. 102.5 The Bone Hurricane Guide, powered by Generex Generators. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Expect that congestion on Dr. King and Dale Mabry near Steinbrenner to continue for a little longer anyway. We do have a crash West Shore Boulevard northbound at Kennedy that will back you up to Azeel Street and beyond potentially. Fairly typical interstate backups, perhaps even a little lighter than usual, but Hillsborough Avenue east and west between Kingsway Road and McIntosh still dealing with that crash. Give yourself 10 minutes or so eastbound and 5 to 7 westbound. 301 south and 41 south around Gibsonton Drive and Riverview Drive, respectively, both delayed 10 to 15 minutes. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
The Bone, WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete, and 107.3 WXGL HD2, St. Pete. The Bone is the official Tampa Bay Lightning radio station.
3, 2, 1.
It begins.
All systems go.
Right now on The Bone, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning.
The season is finally upon us. And for every team in the NHL, now is where you find out who can help your team win games when they matter. And while most would argue 7 games is too many for the preseason, for players on the bubble, that's a good number. The Tampa Bay Lightning always feel like they are a playoff team, even before the regular season begins. This year is no exception. But to go from a playoff team to a championship team oftentimes comes down to what kind of depth you have. The Lightning have some young players who are trying to become NHL regulars, and that's a good thing. It also means there's internal competition happening, which doesn't allow for complacency. It starts tonight for a handful of those bubble players. Who sticks out? We'll find out next. It's the Lightning and Canes, and it's happening right here on Lightning Radio.
Who dropped?
The slide! Score! What a goal from Nikita Kucherov! Brilliance from Kucherov! Shoots! Score! McDonough! Short-handed goal!
Here's a steal play across the blue line, left circle. Cutting it front, shoot, save made.
Oh, what a save!
Made by Vasilevsky, 2 in a row.
Wow!
The Lightning are ready to take the ice. Now, with the Lightning Audio Network pregame report, here's Greg Linnelli.
And good evening, everyone. Glad you're with us as we get you set for Lightning and Canes. Another season upon us. High expectations for Tampa Bay. That's always the case. It begins tonight. Preseason game number 1 for both teams. With you, we've got a fun-filled pregame show for you. As you heard in my open, the Lightning, the expectations will continue to be high when you have a core group of players that are accomplished as Tampa Bay's. That's to be expected. Although a lot of eyes will be on Andrei Vasilevsky over the next week or so as he's dealing with some things. But, John Cooper didn't feel like it was too much of a concern, understanding that Vasi knows his body better than anybody at this point, has played a lot of time to listen to your body. Aches and pains are part of the process. And if you need to sit during preseason, then so be it. That being said, the expectations will continue to be high because the Lightning are pretty stacked at the positions that you need to be stacked. Goaltending, defense, scoring, special teams, although that will be a point of emphasis this year, knowing that needs to improve, particularly if and when the playoffs do arise. But the preseason is also for players who are trying to make the team and make an impression. And oftentimes when you talk about teams improving, it can come from your role players or the younger players who are pushing for opportunities, knocking on the door, and giving your team new life, young legs coming into the season. We saw that a bit with Connor Geekie. We've seen it over the years, particularly when the Lightning have won cups. You've had younger players come in and contribute and do it at a pretty high level. And while the Lightning's minor league system at times has been a bit depleted because they're in a win-now mode, the last couple of years you've seen some younger players come up, whether it's a cup of coffee or stay with the big club for an extended time. You feel like there's another wave of some younger players who are ready to help at the NHL level. And as a result, that can also help these veterans who, when you talk about depth, they aren't relied upon game in and game out all the time. You have some younger players who can come in and provide some depth scoring, give you some solid minutes, kill some penalties, all understanding that this is part of the process. And by no means are you a finished product now, but hey, look, come towards the end of the regular season, you'd like to see the Lightning be in a position where they have a lot of good options, particularly when it comes to some of those younger players. Jack Finley would be one of them. He is in the lineup tonight. And look, this is somebody who is looking to make his mark after spending the last 3 seasons down in Syracuse. He has been banged up, dealing with injuries over the last couple of years. Feels like he is ready to go this year and is one of those players, when you take a look at the size and the skill set, he is somebody that you're going to keep an eye on. And he even said earlier in camp, he is determined to make this roster.
Coming into camp and trying to earn a spot, it's like the coach has said, it's a deep lineup this year. There's a lot of good players from the first to the fourth line, so it's not going to be easy, but I believe in myself and my game, and I've worked hard to give myself an opportunity to try and make this team.
And you want to open up some eyes, understanding that first week of preseason, you're also not going against a ton of regulars, but you can't control who you're playing against. What you can control is opening up some eyes, doing the right thing. And as long as you're getting better and fulfilling a role that is expected of you, you're going to be in the lineup again. And we have seen that with some younger players over the years with John Cooper as the head coach, that he will give you an opportunity here to see if you can make the team. And Jack Finley feels like, maybe this is the year that he has that opportunity. Another interesting player is Connor Geekie. Now, we saw what he in training camp and preseason last year, makes the team. He is somebody that was up and down a little bit last year for today, but he's got that valuable experience now behind him, and he can really build off of what he did last year, and in many ways what he didn't do to improve himself as an NHLer. And a lot of it deals with off-ice training and working out, getting faster, getting quicker, stronger. And he talked about doing that, and hopefully that ends up leading to a full-time spot
in the NHL.
Again, I worked a lot with Barb and Randy. Went to Toronto with them for a little bit, for a week or so. Kind of taking tips and tricks from them. Came down here a little earlier to work with them as well, but just trying to get comfortable. Like I said, Syracuse help, and trying to be confident with the puck, and that's one of the best. So again, working out, obviously faster, stronger, the usuals.
Yeah, and for a lot of younger players, that's what they're going to say. And then, how do you adjust to the speed of the game? And Geeky has the pedigree of being somebody who can be a potential point producer at the NHL level. Certainly a unique skill set when you take a look at the size and skill set. And I think that allows him to be a very intriguing prospect and player to watch again this year in training camp. And I think he's one that if he does things the correct way and allows himself to be productive, but also be put in positions to be productive, you'd be hard-pressed to send him down to Syracuse. Now, look, he played 52 regular season games for the Lightning. He was near a point per game in the NHL. He had 20 points in 24 games. So not to say he doesn't have anything to accomplish down in Syracuse, because certainly if that's where he starts, you've got to work on some of the things that are keeping you from becoming a full NHL player. But if he starts the year in Tampa, he is somebody that you're going to look to provide some valuable minutes and be a guy who gives John Cooper some position flexibility in terms of playing up and down the lineup because of his skill set and what he can do from a size perspective as well. When the Lightning, you get 50% off your favorite pizzas from Papa John's the next day. Just use the promo code BOLTSW when you order online or on the app. Papa John's, the official pizza partner of the Tampa Bay Lightning. We are getting you set for Lightning and Hurricanes coming up here in about 20 minutes. When we return, we're going to have our round table discussion. Eric Erlinson, Bobby the Chief Taylor, and Ben Pierce. That's going to be a lot of fun, and we so appreciate you guys listening. First preseason game of the year for Tampa Bay taking on Carolina. Back after this on Lightning Radio.
Looking to sell your home in this challenging real estate market? Trust the Duncan Duo team at LPT Realty, Tampa Bay's #1 real estate team. Hi, this is Andrew Duncan, and we've sold thousands of homes when other agents failed to sell them, like recently in South Tampa, Brandon, Carrollwood, Riverview, Odessa, St. Pete, and Clearwater. We know how to win in tough conditions and get maximum exposure. We can guarantee your home sold or get you an instant cash offer. Go with DuncanDuo.com. That's DuncanDuo.com.
Does your business need food service or housekeeping supplies? MDPs at Imperial Dade distribute over 60,000 items, including cleaning chemicals and janitorial supplies, food service packaging, paper products, floor maintenance equipment, and more. The experts at Imperial Dade can recommend environmentally preferable options and help with labor reduction strategies. Imperial Dade has been serving businesses in Florida for over 80 years and has locations throughout the Sunshine State. Imperial Dade is a proud supporter of the University of South Florida and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Visit ImperialDade.com to learn more.
If you lost power last year during Helene or Milton, you remember the heat, the frustration, the fear of being in the dark. At Generac, we help you stay powered with Generac generators. They turn on automatically in a power outage, keeping your home's lights, AC, and fridge running, no matter if it's for days or weeks. Don't wait for the next storm. Visit GENERXgenerators.com or call to schedule your free estimate today. Generac generators. Life is primitive without power.
Be so for real. $5 doesn't get you much these days, unless you're at McDonald's. Because right now, you can get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg combo meal, a savory sausage McMuffin with egg, crispy hash browns, and a small premium roast coffee. It's a full morning lineup for just $5. The price of your lost couch change, your wallet, and your stomach. Well, thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $99. That's right. The snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is Lightning Radio.
You know, Jack's one of those kids that's been in the organization for a while. And what's unfortunate for him is the injuries he's had. So you've never, right when he starts to get going, it's been hurt. And, kids, that's happened. He's not the first kid this happened to in his career. And then once, like I always tell them, well, you got him out of the way. So now you're going to have hopefully a bunch of healthy years ahead of you.
All right, that was John Cooper talking about Jack Finley. Greg Linnelli with you. We're getting you set for Lightning and Canes preseason game number 1 for both teams. Finley's somebody who wants to make an impression this camp, feels like he's healthy, and he can do that. And whether he makes the team out of camp or not remains to be seen. I think his goal is to find some consistent playing time this year and ideally at the NHL level. We'll see if it plays out that way. As I told you, we were having our roundtable discussion, and that means we're bringing in our 3 good buddies, Eric Erlinson, Bobby the Chief Taylor, and Ben Pierce. They're all with me here. I can't wait to see them face to face, but for now, behind a mic will do. Boys, it's great to be with you.
Welcome back, Greg.
Yeah.
Chief, it's always good to hear your voice. We're going to talk a lot about everything. Ben Pierce getting those game notes, and we're going to talk about things that stick out throughout the year when Ben puts that together. But, let's start with there. And, guys, feel free to jump in whenever you want to add your 2 cents. But, Jack Finley, you've seen him a bit. You've written about him a bit, obviously. I don't know if he makes the team out of camp. That will depend, obviously, how he does. But certainly intriguing with the size and the pedigree to a degree. And the Lightning are always looking for some younger players to come in and push for a roster spot. And he's certainly part, it feels like, of the next wave of prospects coming up.
You hope so, right? That you feel for him because, the injuries that he's had have been major, right? And they've been major surgeries that require time to recover from. And, as he said, coming to training camp, having to be in the trainer's room the entire time and not on the ice, it's painful, mentally to not be out there and try and showcase who you are. But he's coming to camp very healthy. He had his first real summer in a long time of actually getting to play hockey rather than rehabbing to get ready for hockey, right? So I think that has helped his mindset quite a bit. And, he does have something that this team, I think, lacks a lot of, and that's size up front. They don't have a lot of big forwards. Obviously, at 6'6", he stands well above most people, let alone a lot of his teammates out there on the ice. He's a great net front presence, obviously. He's got good hands around the net. Everybody you've talked to in the organization will tell you, he's kind of in the area, but he can win faceoffs. He loves the down low game. He loves to play down in the corners. And with the size, you can see how he could use that to his advantage. And with Nick Paul's injury to start, he's not ready until probably early November is what the timeline is on Nick Paul's recovery. An opportunity here for Jack Finley to come in and show where he's at in his career. He's a year pro now, and the opportunity to kind of open some eyes and maybe earn an opportunity on the roster to show what he has to start the year.
Well, you said something very, very poignant in the sense that the Lightning face-off guy.
Yeah.
And because we lost one last year, but for me that's one of the very important things. We weren't as solid face-off wise last year, I thought. And with Finley to win face-off, that's the thing I think that's really going to help him, because he is very good at that. And and he is tall. I know when he goes for the team pitch forwards, he has to go on his knees to match those guys. But there's certain things when you're looking for this team. When you're looking for it, I think you have to really see where we're going to get better in the third and fourth line, because our top two lines are pretty solid, and Concalves is filling in on the right side, but that could be moved up and down. But the top five are really, really good. So when we were winning the Cups in the early 2000s, or 2000, we had that really good third line in Goodrow, Coleman, and Yanni. So I think this is where, and these things are going to play an important part in what coaches make their decisions on. And Finley, with his ability to win faceoffs, could have an edge.
Well, I think, too, you guys just mentioned there, if you combine both of those things between faceoffs and the size, one of the comments that really stuck out to me on Media Day was Braden Point when somebody asked him about missing Nick Paul. He mentioned big body presence, being good down low, and being a reliable player. And he said, the words Braden Point said were, somebody's going to have to step up. Well, immediately, I'm pretty sure everybody in the room had one name that came right to the forefront. And a big body, it doesn't get much bigger, like you said, Eric, than 6'6". There is a real opportunity here for Jack to kind of take the situation and really show he's ready to play in the NHL. And Nick Paul is a big presence in this room, and he had a great year last year offensively, but I do think he'll lose sometimes in the shuffle of what a great offensive team this is. Just how good Nick Paul is at the other parts of the game, winning those battles, little things like that, the battles, that's an area that if Jack Finley can establish himself, this team needs more of just that. And we saw that they need a little bit more of that grit.
Grit's always good, and younger players pushing for playing time is outstanding. Ben, I'll start with you, and then we'll swing back around a bit. We just mentioned Finley. Who else are you looking at from a younger player perspective that you think has a legit shot to maybe not make the team out of camp, although really, in their instance, that would be great, but see some NHL games this year and help the Lightning?
Well, I think the first name that comes up is Dylan Duke, who's playing tonight, but we saw him make his NHL debut and obviously start last year with the first NHL goal. But Jacob Pelletier, to me, is a really fascinating player. This is a guy who was a first-round draft pick. He's kind of bounced around the NHL. And I remember when the Lightning signed Pelletier, you're kind of thinking, wow, I just remember how highly regarded this guy was. And you look back at his stats, and it's not like he had bad years in the NHL. I think that there's a player here with Jacob Pelletier. I think it's a lot on role and how you use him. But I'm really interested to see what the Lightning see. Now, it's not like they gave this guy a one-year deal on a league minimum deal. Jacob Pelletier got term, and I believe it's a 3-year deal. So they see something in this player. And when asked about it, Julian said, we think in Jacob Pelletier there is an NHL player, and we think we can help him get there. So I'm really interested to see, particularly this preseason, what we see out of Jacob Pelletier.
One of the things, though, when you have a guy with that real nice talent, coming up through juniors in the minor leagues, a lot of that is because they play in a top 6 role in their junior team and their minor league team. And that's where you can really see where his offensive ability shines, because he's in that role where he's getting a lot more ice time, where he's playing power play. He's getting more opportunity to show that offensive skill. The problem with the Lightning right now, there's only really one opening on that top 6 group. Right now they got Concalves penciled in there. And the one thing, though, when you're in the third and fourth line, Coleman when he left here, he went to Calgary. He became a pretty good producer for him, and he was a solid producer here. But his ability to check and harass other guys, along with Goodrow and Yanni, was really important for this team, and that's what really pushed us for those 2 cups, in my mind. So that's the one thing that kind of worries me about Pelletier, is the fact that his size might not be conducive to being that type of a defensive player that you need to have on those bottom lines, because unless he can really shine big and take over for Concalves, I don't know. That's the only thing you have. When not everybody can play in those third and fourth lines. And I think right now we got to make sure that we get those in a real solid position. They're not going to do the scoring. We got all kinds of scoring up front, but that's the area where I think they're really going to be looking for.
And I think that's where the 3-year deal comes into play a little bit. You make an investment in the player. The first year is a 2-way deal. The second and third year are both one-way deals. So and look, we know that the Lightning have a track record of being able to find players such as Peltier and turn them into NHL players, right? Going all the way back to Tyler Johnson at 5'9", undrafted. He's too small to play. He was a pretty productive player, top 6 guy, obviously a big part of a couple of cup teams here as well. Jonathan Marchessault, we kind of forget. He was kind of cast away by the Columbus organization. They brought him in here. Next thing you know, he's a 30-goal scorer down in Florida and a star for Vegas and, was a big part of their cup team. Carter Verhaeghe comes to mind. Yanni Gourde comes to mind. He was ready to quit hockey, and look where he ended up. So they have a track record of being able to find. They don't all work. It didn't work out for Alex Barré-Boulet as much as we wanted it to, right? He was that offensive guy who couldn't really play the checking type of role, and he couldn't just kind of find his way. So not everything is a home run. The Lightning tend to hit more home runs than they do strike out. So I think that's what they see here in Peltier. And with the 3-year contract, it gives them time to work with him and then gives flexibility if he can play in a lower line role, but also be a guy that can slot in and be versatile enough to play a top 6 if you need it. So it's an interesting one to keep an eye on, especially with the fact that, there's only a couple of spots available coming, even with the Nick Paul injury. You might have maybe 2 spots available for one of these younger players to grab one of them and run with it.
Chief, what did you make of just some talk about, Vasi taking a little easy in training camp to start? I know we took a lot of questions on our show, Misha and myself, on Power Lunch about, concerned and, what's going to happen. But is this just Vasi pacing himself and knowing it's a long year?
All I know is I wish I would listen to my body a lot more when I was playing. I mean, even now, I sure wish I'd listen to my body. You know what? He's our diamond. He's our, 25-carat diamond. And our success really hinges on how well he plays, because we are amongst the leaders if you're giving up shots on goal, dangerous chances on net last year. So, and Vasi erased practically all of them. But, for one thing, practice, there were some goalies that I played with and against that just hated practice. Glenn Hall comes to mind right off the bat. He was my mentor when he was in Chicago, and he kind of was a hybrid butterfly style. But things like, Bobby Hall would come down and shoot, he'd get out of the net. He wouldn't even, he wouldn't say...
Smart man.
Yeah, But for me, he's rest. I hope it's not a serious thing, but, when you say he's just going to take his time, and I kind of... they like to try and really downplay it a bit. It's a little bit nerve-wracking if he's out for a long time. I mean, he'll get a couple of games in, because it's the mental part of the game. It's the mental part for every player, but it's really the mental part in a game, because the pressure that you put on yourself as a goaltender and not allowing a goal is incredible. Players can make a mistake and they have a forward makes a mistake, he's got a defenseman and a goalie to back him up. A defenseman makes a mistake, he's got the goalie to back. Goalie makes a mistake, you got that red light going on, a siren going on, and 17,000 fans yelling, not very nice things at you.
Well, and I think if we didn't go through this just a couple of years ago, we probably wouldn't think as much of it. So maybe recency thought process kind of comes into play. I don't read too much concern. Obviously, it's in the back of your mind. Oh boy, because we know how valuable, how important he is to the success of this team, especially when you talk about the lack of a lot of depth behind him, right, on the depth chart. So I'm not concerned yet. We'll see. Coop said maybe a week. So maybe after these preseason games are done, he'll kind of get back into his regular routine and kind of skip practices. Because, let's face it, Chief, too. In practice, these are not game situations for goalies.
No.
Right? It's about a lot of up and down, taking shots off of every single guy coming down the ice, where it's the preseason games and to some element the scrimmages that goalies get their timing, their feel back for the game with the motion and everything that kind of goes on in front of you. Vazzy's at the point of his career where he's fine there, right? I mean, we saw him jump right in a couple of times back from injury. I think to the game after the broken foot against Toronto, he stopped 48 shots, I think it was. And then, from the back surgery, which was kept him off the ice completely and out of the gym completely for a long period of time. He wasn't himself that year, but he was better than most goalies in the league, even at that aspect. So I'm not concerned with it yet, but we'll see how it plays out over the next 5, 6, 7 days.
Yeah, practice, for a goaltender is hell because you're facing about 400 shots.
Yeah.
Because every guy's got about 30, and nowadays, the way they shoot the puck, and they're all trying to hit that top corner, so it's a little weary, you have to...
You're
be
a
able
big
to
target.
Yeah, you got to be able to duck. But he's a guy that you treat with kid gloves, and he's the type of guy that, in his younger years we had to get him off the ice and force him to get off the ice to rest. Now he's starting to understand, and he does need a little extra rest. And again, guys, I got to point out the fact that the mental pressure goalies put on themselves and what they have is so important. That's where it comes in. That's what tires you out more than the actual physical game.
Boys, we got to run, but this was great. We'll do it all year, and then we'll talk to you during the first intermission report as well.
All right.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, don't forget, bring your company outing or birthday party to the Lightning game and get the best seats at the best prices with group tickets. Groups start at a few, 10 people or less. Call 813-301-6900 or visit TampaBayLightning.com to reserve your group today. We'll talk to Dave Mishkin when we return, getting you set for Lightning and Canes on Lightning Radio.
As part of our 90th anniversary celebration, we have enhanced our cash-out refinance home loan. With our new limit, you can now receive up to 90% of your loan to value, providing you with more flexibility and financial freedom. If you have a $400,000 home, receive up to $360,000 with your cash-out refinance. Jumbo loans over $850,000 are available. Get cash for hurricane season, school expenses, or upcoming holidays. Ask about our new rates or learn more at gtefinancial.org/home refi.
The best way to celebrate a Bolts victory is with a Papa John's pizza. The day after the Bolts get the W, you get 50% off pizzas online at papajohns.com. Just go online or on the Papa John's mobile app and use promo code BOLTSW. That's promo code BOLTSW for 50% off regular menu price pizzas online the day after a Bolts victory. Papa John's Pizza, the official pizza partner of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Offer valid online for pizzas only at participating locations. Not valid with any other offers. Delivery fee and taxes extra and are not subject to discount offer.
Patrick and Heather from Bolt Electric.
Storm season is upon us again.
We're getting calls from lots of homeowners asking Bolt what they can do
to better protect their home from the next bad storm.
They called the right place.
Bolt electricians are out there right now installing whole home surge protection
that saves your equipment
and powerful whole home generators
that keep your lights on and appliances running through any blackout.
Just call Bolt
and find out how you can be storm ready
and